in this, right? So I was
Mhm.
I always usually have a question of the day, right? So my question of the day was like is about routine, right? Because I feel like
Mhm.
I was telling Chris earlier, he said he don't like people, right? And I think a lot of people we go to these devices and to these external things because we bored and we don't like people and we like to stay in our houses and we're introverted and all that other stuff, right? So
Right.
so I was thinking also one of my routines in the morning is that before I do anything, I do my little quiet time, right? I get just together with myself. And
Yes.
so my thing was about routine. And I always thought routine was a bad thing to have, right? Like who because I
No, it's
think
not.
it's not. And when I actually looked it up and researched it today, it was saying how it relieves anxiety, it relieves stress, it relieves like all we're less not to have depression when we have some because it gives them some type of control or it's like empowering to us. So
Yes, yes.
so I was thinking of my topic today. My question of the day was: would you have a routine that some people might think is odd?
No, because I'm pretty much by myself a lot of times. You know, I take my salvation seriously,
I love that. I love
and
that.
I kind of get away from people, who don't believe. I'm around people, but
Hmm.
then again, people don't realize that the devil works in the mind.
Yeah.
If he can get your mind, he got you.
Right.
So the Bible say, "What a man thinketh, so is he."
Right. I
So
love that.
you have to guard your mind
So
because
do you have so when I was going to church, right? So I got baptized when I was 18 years old, and
okay, that's
I
good.
study the Bible. So me studying the Bible so hard, I know the truth. So that's why I do stay away from even because I know spit you out your mouth type of, you know what I'm saying? Like that was it was embedded in me. So I was just like, you know what? I ain't going to church no more. I'm definitely a sinner, and I stay. I know.
Oh no.
But it's okay. So Edna. And when I was going to church, I was in church like 7 days a week, and we used to have like family groups. We had women's groups. We had moms groups. So we were around like-minded people. So do you see? And I there's an actor, but yeah, that's a whole different story. But so then like I was looking at some pictures. Google be holding on to pictures, and I see like a lot of different events that we used to do together, and it was so much fun just hanging out with
Yes,
people that you don't have to worry about the outside influences.
right. That's true. But the key to salvation is being filled with the Holy Spirit because the Holy Spirit is a guide and a teacher. And once
Absolutely.
God fill you with his Holy Spirit, it's
Mhm.
going to lead you. It's like your conscience is going to become alive. And what I mean by that,
Mhm.
the Bible says that we want to do good, but evil
Mhm.
is ever present.
Right.
So when you go thinking about those old habits and things we used to do,
Mhm.
we're going to do away with them because we got the Holy Spirit in us, guiding us, leading us. So when God put his
Okay.
spirit in you,
That-
you're
it-
going to walk upright.
Okay. Okay.
It's going to keep you.
Does it? And
Yeah, it keeps you.
okay. Okay.
The Holy Spirit is a keeper.
It is a keeper, but I think that we all fall short too, right?
Yo, we fall short.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
we all fall
Yeah, we
short. So
fall
it's not
short. Nobody is perfect.
exactly. So even
But
though how many, so we could sit there and try to protect ourselves all day, even if we still be in have salvation, we're still gonna fall short no matter what. That's what makes us uniquely amazing.
But the
Amazing.
Bible said a righteous man can sin 99 times, but the difference is he would get up.
Hmm.
But a sinner will sin once and he'll waddle in it. You take a sheep. If a
Hmm.
sheep get dirty, it's gonna bleat. It don't want that dirt on them. It's gonna want to rise up, but you take that pig, it's gonna waddle in that dirt. So the sinner is compared to the pig, and the saint is compared to the sheep. Because God, Jesus, and God, they know we're gonna fall short, but we have a right to come back and to repent. See, we have to repent daily.
Doesn't everybody need to repent? Like, do they know that it's repent, or does it mean like it's changed
Well,
behavior?
we have to repent daily. Sometimes,
Right.
being in these
Do you
bodies,
think people who are not saved don't repent, but don't use that word repent? They'll use something else.
I think people can be sorrowful because repent means to be sorrowful and sorrowful
Repent
of
means
your
to
sin.
change, complete change, a
Yeah,
total turnaround, right?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know,
Never
you
turn
get
it
up
back.
every
Staying that
day and
way.
you pray, you ask God to forgive you of your sins, and
Mhm.
you could say something to hurt someone's feelings and you're not even
Yeah, that's
conscious of it.
everybody. Yeah, that's everybody about it. Everybody does because
Right.
also I think because we're all raised differently, we don't know what would actually hurt somebody else's feelings. Like we're not all
Yes.
creators,
That's why
right?
you can't be judgmental.
I'm sorry. Can you
Amen.
say that again?
So you can't be judgmental.
Who can't be judging?
Amen.
No, no, no. I'm not saying you. I'm just saying
No,
people.
no, I'm just saying, like, oh, don't we all judge?
Huh?
Don't we all judge?
No, I'm saying some people. Some people are judgmental.
Yeah, but
Judge people.
aren't we all judgmental though? You don't think you're judgmental, Chris?
I don't
You
judge
judged
nobody.
me. You judged me, and I didn't
No, I
even know
didn't.
you. Yes, you
When did
did.
I judge
Yes,
you?
you did. Yes, you did. Yes, you
When did
did.
I judge you?
When you inbox me
See,
something,
I was here one eye open. Now I'm both eye open.
what? What does that even mean? She got you. Look, I don't. Would you say that again?
I said I was one eye open. Now I'm both eye open.
And what does that mean? Now you see me, or
No,
that
he
you,
was
No,
half
or
asleep.
now you awake?
just let it go. Just let it go.
Okay,
Just
thank
let
you.
it go.
Please, maybe because did you just wake up? I thought you said you
No,
already
no,
been.
no, 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 no. You didn't get it when I
I
first
didn't
said
get
it.
it. I'm sorry. I told you gotta dummy it down sometimes for me.
It's all right. It's all right.
Chris is an introvert. He's an introvert. He told me he was an introvert. But I
Oh,
think
but that's okay.
it is okay. It is okay. But I know it's, when you're introverted, sometimes it's hard, and you're not surrounded. It's hard to like understand other people because you only can understand your own way of thinking. So, judgment. You don't think you're judgy, Chris? You didn't. Okay.
Nah, I didn't judge you.
I didn't, all right, but okay, it's not people. Let's say we could judge food, right?
Yeah, judge food.
Right? We could be judgmental about
Yes.
food. Yeah, so when he was telling me, so his birthday
Morning.
is next week, right? Good
No,
Oh,
no,
morning,
no.
happy
May 14th.
birthday.
Good
May 14th. May
morning.
14th. May 14th.
Happy birthday. I have a son birthday May the 20th.
Oh, well,
Oh,
happy
really? He's a
birthday.
Taurus?
Six.
Okay.
Okay.
Congratulations.
I love
Yeah.
that. I love that. And I know that you're an amazing mom, too.
Thank you. Deshaun is laid back. Taurus are laid back.
Yeah,
And,
likewise.
I'm witnessing that with Chris. He'll say something to me. If I don't catch it, he'll be like, Mom, forget it.
Oh, you
Mm-hmm.
got a son named Chris?
No, his name is Deshaun. I said I was
Oh.
listening to you,
Oh,
Chris.
okay. I get what
Yeah,
you're
I'm listening
saying.
to you, Chris, because Deshaun
Gotcha.
is the same way. He say what he say. You don't catch it. He like, let's move on for it. That ain't no big deal.
Yeah,
Maurice's
I ain't
don't
gonna
got
make it
time
a
for people or to understand people.
No,
like I
but they
told her,
good
I don't like
people.
to
They
argue.
all good people, and
Yeah, they
they're
good
loyal.
people.
They're very loyal people too.
Oh, yes, he is.
Yeah, they're very loyal people. I
Stay
love
right
that
to
for you.
myself.
Yeah, yes, he is. But as far as being judgmental, the Bible tells us to cast down every imagination and shun the very appearance of evil. You know, when we look at people, we can't see straight through a person. We only see their attire and what they have on. And we don't know a person until really what comes out of that person's mouth. That's how we know a person. You know how everybody is
Okay, so
It's
okay, so let me ask. So that's judgmental, right?
No, that's not being judgmental. That's just doing. If a thought come to your mind, cast it out. Cast it out. I can look on you and say, okay, well, why she got on red light? Cast that thing out.
Okay.
As soon as it enter your mind, just cast it out. Don't even ponder on it. And what I mean by ponder is think. Don't even think on it.
Right. I'm honestly, I'm pondering on trying to understand your connection. But I get it. I think yeah, absolutely. You know, one of my favorite books is Battlefields of the Mind. One of my favorite.
Yes.
Because and that's when I really learned about me and having control over me and not having control over other people or how other people think. I just got to worry about how I think and I have to capture my thoughts. I mean, even the word says it, right? It says put it on your doorstep. The Bible already it says it through and through. But it's real. But to me, that goes like when people have those affirmations. I did a live the other day about our own affirmations. And it's the same thing. We have to put our affirmations, we have to put our scriptures all over the place of that constant reminder so that we got to purposely, even I was one of my quiet times the other day too, that we have to purposely change it. It's just not going to just automatically happen. So we could sit in a depression. Me and Miss Brett had a conversation the other day about wanting to stay in bed sometimes. and that we
Mm-hmm.
have to purposely, like, she was raised like, no, what is that? The saying about like a mind that is still, right? Is the worst type of mind to have. Like, you got to get up and you got to get out your bed and you got to purposely get yourself out, keep yourself moving, so you don't get stuck in your thoughts. I'm sorry, Chris. What were you gonna say?
I
That's
was
true.
disagreeing with you.
What you said? You were disagreeing with me.
I said I was agreeing with you.
Okay.
Think about the cartoon. Have you ever seen a cartoon where there was an angel on one side of the shoulder and the devil on the other side?
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that means that things are going to come to us. We're not exempt. Things are going to come to us, but that's why the Bible say cast it down.
Hey, but that's life, right?
Yeah, we're supposed to cast those things. It's not that it's not going to come. It's going to come. And we're to cast it down because the mind is study going. Even when a person is talking, we're study thinking.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because we're communicating, we're trying to comprehend what the next person is saying. And we may not all get the same interpretation. So we have to be very cautious when we're speaking so we can convey the message that we want the next person to hear. Communication is the key.
Right. So, okay. Yeah, I guess it's the key, but does it actually work all the time?
Some people don't
No.
think before they speak.
Yeah, that's true. It don't work all the time because if you talking to a person that's argumentative, it's gonna go over their head.
Yeah.
No matter
not
what
gonna
you
see
say,
it
it's
your
gonna
way.
go. They just gonna be confrontational.
Right.
You know, I was on a panel yesterday. We was talking about the Lord, and one young lady on there, she don't believe in the King James version, and everything I said became argumentative. She began to attack me. Tell me my Bible ain't this, and that. I said, hold on a minute. We not finna attack each other. So I got quiet. And when I didn't say nothing, she said, Edna, why you ain't saying nothing? You don't have nothing to say because you know I'm right. I said, no, that's not it. I'm just not here to argue with you. So I'm going to let you have your way.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, so sometimes you just have to be quiet and let people say what they going to say. And, you know, we plant the seed. What you say, ma'am?
Let me ask you something, Miss Edna. Then why didn't you just leave the panel?
You know what? It was interesting.
Okay.
It was very interesting, and I had something to say. She may not have received it, but there was somebody else there to receive it.
Okay.
So that's sometimes, you know what, we don't have to walk away from a fight. You know, we just don't have to fight.
Yeah,
you know,
right. And
I'm 59 years young, so I've learned choose your battles wisely.
Right.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. ATL.
Just sitting here listening at the conversation. I just listened in bed, woke up early. My lady just left. So I'm just
I'm up early too.
I'm an early riser too. I'm an early riser. I'm just I had a couple cups of coffee already, and now I'm just like, let me just go ahead because I have a Keurig and then a pot, but I was like, let me just go ahead and make myself a whole pot.
like you cleaning up in there though. You early cleaning?
Because I didn't tape it the right way. So when I went like, me and my aggressive New York self and pulled it out, all the coffee fell on the floor.
Yeah.
That's
I did the same thing with dishwashing liquid. I squirted it the wrong way. It was all over me. So I literally had suds. I'm serious. I'm like, damn.
I've done that with
I know.
perfume bottles. I've done that with perfume bottles.
Yeah. It happens this early.
I thought about you this weekend, Mr. ATL, because this is what we actually were talking about. It's not our main thing, but we were talking about it earlier about the movie Sinners. Did you see that
the movie? What? What's the name? Sinners. Mm-hmm. I hadn't seen it.
You have to see it. It reminded me of you because it had to do with a musician, and a musician in, I think it was like in the 40s, maybe.
Yeah.
And so, but it was one of those movies that always have like an underlying meaning behind it.
So
somebody
they say it's based on a true story.
It's based, yeah. So somebody told me, is it based on
actors?
It was about a musician. Now probably Mr. ATL can answer. Oh, Poetic, give me the name again. It had to do with a musician that came, a guitar player that came out of Mississippi, out of the cotton fields, and he never got signed because he sold his. They say that he sold his soul to the devil. That's where Miss Edna, you have something. So that's the
Yeah.
reason. Yeah. So that's the reason why he never got signed. It was talking about how the music was taken from us and stuff like that. So Mr. ATL, but the only reason why it reminded me of you because I know that you just got this whole type of swag to you, and it does. And it what happens to these twins from Mississippi. These twins from Mississippi who had left Mississippi, went to Chicago, did some deals out there in Chicago, and came back to Mississippi to open up a juke joint. So it's really interesting. The music was
I'm going to
amazing.
check it out.
Yeah,
What's
yeah,
on
yeah.
Netflix? What's on Netflix?
Oh, sorry, you gotta
No, I think it's in the movie
get
theater.
your Citizen Pass and go to AMC.
I don't know why it's not on Netflix. Like, who's gonna go to the movie theaters now?
Oh, it's in the theaters.
People like to go to movie theaters.
If I give it
Okay.
2 weeks, it'll be on my box.
A lot of people
That
saw
part.
it this week. I think it was one of the biggest box openers in a long time. A lot of people actually went to the movie theater to go see it because it's a really good movie. Plus, we haven't had a movie like good in a very long time. So,
Who's the leading actor or actress?
what's his name, Chris? What's the dude from Rocky, from the new Rocky? What's his damn?
Oh, talking about. Oh yeah, I know you're talking about. I know exactly. Yeah, I know you're talking about. Now I know you're talking about. Okay.
What is
I can't
his
think of his name either. Right, guys.
That's when our old age kicks in.
Hey, but I know exactly what you're talking. Now I've been hearing about the movie. You're right. I hadn't seen it yet.
Yeah, I heard about because he actually plays two parts. He's a twin, so he plays both people. Michael B. Jordan. Thank you, Sean.
Yeah.
It.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Thank you, the great. Thank you, the great. Thank you. So we were talking about routine originally. Well, that was.
But I didn't sell my soul to the devil though.
I did a couple times.
It depends on what you're talking about, I guess. I don't know.
I'm struggling every day. But so Miss Aita also talking about routines, right? So Chris's birthday's coming up. He said he's gonna go to what did you go into Olive? He wants Italian food, so he's gonna go to Olive Garden. I to get Italian food. Miss Harry, do you know that you up here? All right, so do you have a routine? I was thinking, so I did my quiet time this morning. It's one of my routines, and I was just thinking about, we have routines. I always thought routines was a bad thing because my routines are a little bit nuts. Like I organize my closet so I never rotate. I rotate my clothes where I don't wear the same thing twice. I have a thing about wearing the same thing twice, right? So every time I wash my clothes, I put it to the back of the closet, and then when I get something, I can use it in the front. It's a routine. I know it's weird, people, but when I looked up routine, it was talking about how routine gives us some type of control, some type of security, some type of motivation. It's actually good for you to have a routine, to not have anxiety. So do you have a routine? So my question of the day was, do you have a routine that could seem off to everybody else? Like if it feels good for you, but everybody else is like, what?
Several of them. I have several routines that people might think is bizarre, but for me, it works. And you just said something important. Having a routine will cut down on anxiety, especially as you get older, because it kind of be mechanical where you just go through the motions. Because I know I told you I'm probably the oldest guy on your panel. I'm 68, and people think I'm 48 because I'm very active. But I do have those moments where it's like, wow, I'm not as sharp as I used to be, and it really bothers me.
Looking at his picture, he gave me Charlie Wilson vibes.
Charlie Wilson.
Yeah, you know what, man? That's what they call me. They call me Uncle Charlie, man. That's what they call me here in Atlanta. I'm like, damn, I wish I had his money. I don't mind. Just give me some of that dough he got.
I didn't know Charlie Wilson was from Oklahoma. And one time I flew into Oklahoma, and it was like a whole bunch of Charlie Wilson stuff all over the place.
Yeah.
I went to the museum on Wall Street, on Black Wall Street, right? And they had like a whole section of Charlie Wilson. I didn't know that they were from Oklahoma. So that was pretty good. That was a little thing that I got to learn about him. All right, so go ahead and give me one of your routines that everybody might think. Well, one that everybody might think is crazy.
Somebody else go first.
I don't really call myself having routines.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm blessed to get up that morning, I just make sure everything is clean. But as far as routine, the first thing is to pray.
Right.
To talk to the Lord. Yes.
Mm-hmm. All right. If you have one that somebody might think about, because that should be very common, right? But can you think of a routine that you may have that other people might think that's like, I can't believe you do that every day or have to do things like in a certain way?
No, because I'm really not one. I'm really not one who care what other people think.
Okay.
So when somebody tell I'm 59 years old, I'll be 60 in July. So
I
my
feel you, sister.
children, my daughter, she may say things, Mama, you should. I say, Angel, stop telling me what to do.
Yeah, I mean that's different though. That's your child,
You know,
right?
and I let her know, I don't get in your business, don't get in mine. And when you reach a certain age, I'm like Chris, I can go somewhere by myself.
Yeah.
When you reach a certain age, you pretty much not thinking about what
It's
other
about that
people.
peace for me.
You know, it's
Yeah.
I love going places.
that's true. It's about having
But
peace.
to me, it's like it's easier for me just to get up and go if I want to leave, if I want to come. I love going to festivals by myself. I love going
Yeah.
by myself. I love going places by myself. But movies and
Because you could
and
invite somebody
dinner
and
and
you
to
could be
eat, I
bad.
like where I cut it off. I'm not going out to eat by myself, and I'm definitely not going to the movies by myself. That's where I stop. That's where I draw the line.
I can go out to eat by myself. I think it's called self-preservation.
Like
Getting
eating
to
by
know
yourself.
yourself. And when you know yourself, you're comfortable with yourself. You're comfortable around others.
Right, absolutely. I mean, yeah. I get it, but when I like to eat, I like to have conversation. I like to fellowship with people. Right?
I do too.
Yeah. So that's the reason why if I'm eating something, like eating to me, like when you break bread with people, right? You're supposed to. So also to me, it's just like I need to have a conversation with somebody. We sharing intimacy, whether it's friendship or romantically, we're having an intimate conversation. It's one-on-one. We're fellowshipping with each other. So that's how I see going out to eat by myself. Yeah, and then in the movies, it's like I don't know. That maybe is a little bit like. I want to be able to have a discussion with somebody about the movie, right? Afterwards.
Right. But when I feel like I want to go out to eat,
person, so it's like, right now, I wouldn't have to go on live and ask everybody about their experiences about this movie because I could just share it with the person I was hanging out with.
right, true. But it's good to be live, though. I'm like that too. If I feel like I want Olive Garden, I don't have nobody go with me. I'm going to get takeout. I'm gonna order it, bring it home, and watch me a good movie.
I like that.
Okay, I agree with that.
Do you cook?
I agree with.
What you say now?
Do you cook? Because I don't cook no more. I just turned 49. I stopped.
Oh yeah, I cook.
Do you? I mean, I
Oh,
cook.
you're a young lady. Oh my God, you could be my daughter. My daughter is 50. Oh my God. I was a young parent. I was a parent at 17.
Me too.
Yeah, I was a young parent. So I got old kids.
A woman. She's a woman. Can you believe you have a 50-year-old daughter?
I know. I was a kid. Married. I had a shotgun wedding and I was married at 17.
Well,
what
year was that?
Let me say something right quick. I was listening at what Etna was saying. Like,
what is a
takeout,
shotgun wedding?
That got my attention because I like to cook, right? And if I'm gonna go out, I'm normally gonna take my lady. I really wouldn't go I'm not knocking no one else, but for me to go to a restaurant by myself, I'd rather just cook. If I'm going out with my lady or friends, then we'll go to a restaurant. But I don't go to a restaurant by myself because just for the food, I will get it and take it out if it's that good. Because I like conversation like you were saying.
That's the boss.
Good morning, Arizona.
Yes, hey, salute to everyone in the live. What
Good morning.
Just said, and I'm a younger man. I'm 33 years old.
Okay.
With it
Man, he could be my grandson.
Yes, sir. And I always say, if somebody tell me they 53, I say 53 years young. Not
That's right.
53 years old. So
it's in your mind.
It's in your mind.
And sometimes in your mind.
Yeah, I'm 30. I'm 37, but I feel like I'm 27.
I love that.
One thing I understood is like, I get on that basketball court and I'm like, well, this ain't.
That's where I feel 49 going on that basketball court. So let me tell you,
I ain't been on the court in a while, boy. I tell
that's
you.
when I feel my
You doing half court around here.
I went out this weekend. And I'm gonna tell you something. My thighs are killing me. I was dancing.
What you were doing?
Heels from 1 o'clock in the afternoon all the way to 4 o'clock in the morning. And these thighs right here.
She said her thighs were hurting her. I want to know what she was doing.
Yeah, she was two-stepping.
I feel like I did 1,000
You say you two-stepping now.
I was a two-stepping, honey. I was popping and knocking.
What were you really doing? Now, come on. What were you really?
Now he asked you're asking the right question.
Yesterday, I felt like I
He was out there both
I was like, oh.
Right. But I will say, as my man said, like for a man to be able to, you know what I mean, for what I do for work, like I do, like I mean, home renovations, property
Mhm.
management, construction.
Mhm.
But as if you're gonna be 49 and you just like I stopped cooking, like why?
Because we got nobody to cook for. That's why.
Nah, then say that,
Hey,
Oh,
I
for
but
live
that's
by
me.
two different
myself and I
things.
cook all
For
the
me.
time.
For me, I stopped cooking, but I'm an empty nester. I ain't got no. My last of my responsibilities was my dog. He was 19 years old and he passed away last week. Let me tell you something. When I didn't,
Oh
my mother
no.
over him. I was like, "Fuck that dog." Sorry, Miss Edna. I'm like, "Fuck that," because it was 19 years of taking care of a dog. So
That's okay.
that was
Oh
the last of
man.
my responsibilities. So I'm like, yeah, why I need to cook? Why I need who am I cooking for?
Why don't you prepare your meals? Like take one
I used to
day
do that too. I
and
used to do
cook
that
and
too, and then I
freeze
had a whole
things.
freezer full of food. I used to have a deep freeze in the garage full of food because I don't know how to cook. I know how to cook because for our family, you know what I mean. So I don't know how to cook
Yes,
just
Respectfully.
for
yes,
me.
yes.
So to me, it's like why waste the food? Because I'm growing up in the era, you're gonna eat your food, right? You don't waste no food. And now
Right.
I'm eating
Waste
the
not,
same
one
food
not.
for a whole month and a day. I made chili the other day. I had chili for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And I gave it to my mother because she helped a lot. I was giving it to everybody. I was
Right.
like, "Take some chili,
But you
take some
can
Right.
chili."
freeze it too. You know
You
how you
from
Exactly.
put it in
It's
the
in my
Ziploc
freezer.
Exactly.
bags and
you
label
from the
it.
Preserve it.
city, you from the
Yeah, no,
city
I
of
get it. But yeah, to answer
Yeah.
that question, Arizona, for me, that's the reason why I don't. I
I
could, but
now
I don't.
and I can respect that, but in a sense, it's like I will tell you, in a sense, you are
You didn't tell me. Okay,
you
good. Tell me
are.
something.
I don't. How do I say this?
Take your time.
Um, you.
That's too. That's too. Ashley, good morning, Ashley.
It would be in the sense of if I was me to be a man, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not taking. I don't take out the trash no more.
In your own house.
The house gonna stink.
My
What?
house going to
No,
stink.
he's just saying. He's
There's
just
a big difference between
I'm saying in the sense of where it's granted
morning, morning.
we're in it's a new time now, but it's in the sense of as a man, yo man, I'm like, yo, I understand. Once I get married, my woman is if my woman is taking out the trash, that's egregious work. That's crazy work.
my woman.
Huh?
Okay. No, I'm just listening to your terminology, but I get it. I understand. Don't you
That
think it
go
shouldn't?
ahead.
It shouldn't be if you just see the garbage, you should just take it out, no matter where
Yeah,
you left it.
exactly. I mean, it's not a
Now
gender thing.
That's it.
Now, now, now,
That's
now,
it.
It's not a
now,
gender thing
no,
to me.
no.
Me
But
neither.
it's in the sense of how I grew up. How I grew up
Yeah,
as a
why you
man.
grew up was that your mama never told you that.
No,
Sorry.
I'm saying in a sense. This is where I'm saying in a sense. I could have met you as we just meet in this time now. If I had met you and I went to go throw something in the trash and I see it's full, I'm gonna
Mhm.
empty it
As you
because
should.
Absolutely.
But that should be anybody though.
now you from back east, you saying in that in the sense of where I'm saying in the sense a woman don't have to do that. Why? If anything I put on is for a woman. If I smell good, it's for a woman. If a woman got long nails,
You don't take out
she
the
ain't picking up no
trash.
damn trash. That's it. That's how I look at it.
Hey, amen, brother. Yeah.
Okay, you got it.
I come
You
up in a
got it.
single house
No,
with a
no, I'm
strong
not
You
mother
got
mad
it.
at
You
who
got
you.
it.
raised
No
11
disrespect.
children. And
No
she taught us
disrespect.
all to do things. I washed dishes. I washed clothes. I did things that were traditionally women did. So we
That's
didn't
all
have
I'm
those
Yes.
roles. We didn't have roles like that. I know I'm a little older
yes,
than most
sir.
people. And we didn't have roles. My mother just taught us to
Just
work
do
your
it.
ass off
Just do
and
it.
be honest,
Okay.
the women and the men. So we didn't have those roles. If the trash was messed up and my sister's at home, guess what? Mom come home and see that trash, she gonna kick their butts. If I was at home, she
Yes,
gonna kick
sir.
my butt. So it didn't
Right.
matter who it was. You took that trash
Gender.
out.
No,
And
I get it. Yeah.
now and
Okay,
I
so
can
let me
see
ask you
that
something,
perspective.
Arizona. Let me ask
I
you
can
something.
respect that.
Let me ask you something. Say like you in a grocery store, right? And you see
Yes, sir. Yes,
you
ma'am.
see like a box or something or a can on the floor. Would you
Yep.
just step over it or would you pick it up and put it back on the shelf?
I pick it up and put it on the shelf.
Right. So
Yeah.
so the same thing with like a garbage, right? So if you don't you're not responsible to the store to do any of that.
Respectfully, but I say in the sense of if I see you know what I mean, Granny Smith and she's coming to her car with a bunch of groceries, and she's struggling to get them into the car. It would be egregious for me to just walk past and act like
Right. Yeah, help her.
Absolutely.
Absolutely help her.
If I know that me, man,
What I
okay, hey Rob, you 6'2", this lady can't reach this. Shorty can't reach this. Oh, and I just walk past, and that's the thing that I say.
Right,
So
right.
that's the mindset that I'm saying that with.
Okay, I know we understand
You're
you.
a gentleman.
We understand
Yes,
you,
ma'am.
Arizona. We definitely understand. We understand you.
Yeah.
Did you go see Sinners this weekend?
Say again?
Yeah, you heard about the movie Sinners?
Yes, I have. I love
Did you
and
see it?
now, with it being said, I haven't seen it, but I love the director. That's my guy.
So he's made movies before.
Yes.
What other movies I never seen? Okay, so what is there other
He
movies?
did. He did. He was on Black Panther, Black Panther 2. He was the
Yeah.
original. He was the one that did Fruitville Station. I don't know if you've seen that movie.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
exactly.
did.
Right, right.
So
Oh,
Based off a true story.
he's
yeah.
and he made that this is what made Sinners.
That was in LA,
People
right?
don't even know about the fact that the
Oakland.
Oakland Bay Area boy.
Yeah.
In the sense of he made this movie and he sat with twins because that's like a West Side thing. Or not, I can't, no, let me take that back. That's a hood thing. He had to sit with twins and he sat with twins that was like, all right, like typically in the hood, you sitting with.
Hey, can I stop you right there? How is twins a hood thing?
No. So this is where he was saying in that sense, it was an overstanding. He said it where he thought originally, on the West Coast, in every hood, you got twins. So he went and sat with twins just in the sense of to make the movie.
Okay.
It was a subtlety in the movie. It was that much of a detail in the movie. Is what I'm getting to.
Well, I didn't see Sinners, but I did Sin this weekend.
It's,
I'm
just being real. I didn't see Sinners, but I did Sin. Forgive me.
hey Lord, you hear me?
Okay, so I walked to, okay, I don't even want to go there with you, but I heard it was a lot of underlining things, like every single piece of that movie represented something, missed something. I guess it's like that whole Kendrick Lamar Super Bowl thing, right? Like every single detail
Got a meaning to it.
It had a meaning to it, right? But originally, and I don't know if you know this, Arizona, but it was somebody that came up because I'm just trying to figure it out, right? And I really love the whole aspect of the movie, of the music portion of it, because I love music. Right. I love music. That's hence I was dancing for 17 hours in high heels the other night. But the music part of it is what I love, and so they were saying it's symbolic, right? It was actually about a blues player from Mississippi. So did you even answer? Do you know about this blues player from Mississippi? Yes. That so you heard that that's what it was really about?
That's so his uncle. So the blues aspect came from the fact of his uncle. He grew up with his uncle. His uncle passed away, and he felt bad of the fact that once he got on. Hear what I'm saying? Hear me?
No, okay,
man, I might go see that movie today, man.
Or in real life?
This is in real life. This is in real life. For the director.
Oh, in real life. Okay, so that wasn't in the movie. Okay, so real life.
Okay, I want to hear the movie. So I'm going today.
Why he made the blues aspects of it was specifically because of his uncle that he had lost. And when he had went into, if I'm not mistaken, specific exact production, he was literally, like, man, I'm in a hallway in LA, and my uncle, the one that I grew up with that listens to blues, done passed, and that was a subtle, slight dedication to him. He said, I made it to the funeral. Yeah, I made it, but he was like,
they say at the end of the movie, that's when the guy's in the middle of the road or something like that.
No.
Man.
No. Nope.
Okay.
It was one of those things like Marvel where it's like it has the credits come in, and then there's a whole different portion of the movie after the credits. Like everybody already left, but you got to sit there and wait for
the off cuts. Yeah.
Right. So so
Yeah.
that to me, it's a really good movie. I watched it. People tell me that, but I'm hearing so many different aspects about this movie that I'm curious to hear what other people have to say
Well, I
about
will
it.
Yeah,
say,
I got a theater like a couple blocks from me. I might ask my neighbor just to go with me. She retired too, so I might just do that. Just go check it out. I mean, we
That's
well, I will
friends, you know.
say, after this,
Yeah.
watch his podcast on the Breakfast Club, and he talks about
Okay.
exactly what we are talking about right now.
You
He
know what
breaks it
a
down.
podcast is?
No,
Yeah.
I'm in the sense of if I rock with you, if I'm not a person to be like I rock with the greats, and that man is absolutely amazing.
I love that. I love that. You love that, Arizona. Let me
I
ask you something,
wanna
Arizona.
rock with you.
Um,
Michael just went through my head.
oh no, that's okay. I love that. That's when you
Say
know when you
again,
got
Miss.
music in your heart. When you got music in your heart, any
All the
verse is
time.
gonna give you a good
I
song.
love music.
I know. Me, I'm the same way too. Oh wait, do you wake up with songs on your mind?
It's the
Yes.
soundtrack of your life. Music is a sound. You
It
can hear a
really is.
song and
Right.
you can think about what you was doing 30 years ago. Like,
Absolutely.
Right.
damn, I was dating so and so, you know?
You're so
Right.
stupid. Of course, it has to do with a woman.
What
Of
was you
Yeah,
course.
but you
asking
know
on
it.
this?
I
What was
mean,
you
what
asking on this?
else? I
Okay,
love
this
y'all.
what.
I
Hey, this
love
what we do
y'all.
it for. Hey, I love y'all too. Hey,
I
y'all
love my
great people.
sisters.
We
I
women.
love y'all.
He love women, and I love men, and I love
Hey,
Go off, Queen.
I love all of
I
y'all.
love y'all so much. I need more than one.
Yeah.
Don't get in trouble.
Let me stop. I just kidding. I just
He ain't kidding. He
Hold
ain't
on,
kidding.
sir.
He ain't kidding.
I won't get that started.
He said that's not a. What was you saying
Yeah.
though, Miss?
Mr. ATL's a good time. He likes to laugh and joke.
I
He's
just
No,
like to
like,
I
have
was saying
fun,
he's
y'all.
don't
like
Don't
get
pay
in
me
Chris.
no
Hey,
started.
trouble.
well,
He's
he
like
got
Chris.
yeah.
He's just a
I'm rocking
Chris.
with
I
Tim.
like to have
I'm
fun,
rocking with
man.
OGs in life, man.
Stop it.
That's good people,
Hey, live until you die. My motto is live until you die.
Live and sleep
man.
on.
Y'all, hey, I'm taking pages out
Appreciate
to
what
my
it
book.
said. I'm sorry, Arizona. Say that again, baby.
I was saying, I was saying, what was the question you was asking me?
Routine. Well, I don't remember what the I talk fast. I'm a New Yorker, so
Uh,
we constantly moving.
nah, you got
New
it.
York.
I'm from
I'm
North Philly.
I'm
I'm down
sorry,
the street.
Arizona.
I'm originally from North Philly.
Are you really? I've had there's a lot of friends from North Philly on this app.
Yeah, love it
Do
than we
you live in
are.
Arizona now?
Yep. But I grew up here.
Okay, you grew up there. Oh, I love that. Okay, so my son is in Arizona. I have a 28-year-old
What
son.
city you in?
I'm in Phoenix.
Okay. I like
My
Phoenix.
son is
Yes.
in Chandler. My son is in Chandler.
Who you
He been,
say?
huh? Who
Who
your
you say?
son? Ew.
No. Yeah, we never mind. That's another conversation. Never mind.
Don't
Yeah,
worry. I'm sure he's gonna be popping in here anyway. He always come in here to check up on his mother.
hey, salute.
That's the
That's
only time I answer my phone. I don't be answering the phone for him.
yo,
I
yeah,
mean, you be
yeah,
calling me. What you want? What you want?
yeah.
What you want?
I'm glad
Hey,
I grew up in this
Juicy.
life.
All right, so I have a question of the day. Usually, I have a question of the day, and I don't know if you heard it. It was talking about routines, right? Do you have a routine that you are Mr. ATL did not answer it, but do you have a routine that some people might think is odd? Because the reason why I asked this is because, like, I always thought routines were bad. Like, because me, when I think about routine, I think about marriage. Don't hold me to it.
Oh
When you
wow.
get into a routine of things, where it's just like you wake up, you made the coffee, you sit there and make sure breakfast is made, you sit there
You're right.
and make sure there's lunch made, clothes is clean, iron. When you have a family, there's
Okay, I
always some
hear
type
you.
of routine. So when I heard about routine, I was like, oh, I don't like routines. I don't want to live up under no routine. But when I actually looked it up this morning, it was saying how routines are actually good for us, right? It relieves us stress. It gives us some type of control. It keeps us
Absolutely.
keeps away anxiety. People who don't have routines get depressed. So I was thinking, so I have a lot of odd routines that people would think like it's weird. Like I like to organize my clothes in a certain way and wear my clothes a certain type of way. Do you have a routine that is kind of like some people might think is kind of odd? It's like not a normal routine.
I would say in the sense of, but the perfect example is like I had went out, you know what I mean, the night before this, but like a routine is like, bro, like before I get dressed, like when I get dressed, I'm like trying on 8 different outfits and the clothes like. He's like, yo, nigga, let's go, bro. Hurry up. And I'm
Oh,
like,
I
nah,
see. That.
if
I
it
like
don't
when you say
feel
that.
right, I literally say, if it don't feel right. But also in the sense of I do something I live in Phoenix. Phoenix is a place where you got mountains in the middle of the city.
Mm-hmm.
So I make sure like 3 times a week I go hike. And I remember my brother,
Man.
he came out from Philly. He like, bro, like you hike this mountain.
I love Arizona.
Yeah,
I
I
love
mean, like
just a man of your age going hiking.
it's in a sense. He looking
Yeah.
at it like, yo, you go hike, and it's in the sense of where I'm like, bro, like first off, I run this one. We gonna go. Going to taking him and go get. You know what I mean? Take places to go get something to eat. Oh yeah, let's go get a hoagie, bro. Let's go get a steak. Like he's seeing it. He like, bro, that's like an actual
Okay, let
mountain.
me ask you something. Is he from Philly when he
Yeah,
came to see?
yes, correct.
Yeah, that's the reason why. Yeah, that's the reason why. He ain't used to,
And,
he has to slow. He doesn't learn to slow down yet.
yeah, and this is my older brother, so it's in a sense where I look at it in the sense I'm like, I'm not here to try to teach you something. I just want to show you what the world got for us. This is the world.
You
And
think so? You could do it?
Go ahead.
You think you could do that?
I
Teach,
think
teach
that's
somebody something? You think you could teach somebody something?
I'm it's not to teach. I'm not I you cut my arm open, anybody in this life, you cut their arm open and we gonna all bleed the same color. So it's
Right.
not exactly that I'm teaching. I'm just here to remind you, is what I always say.
Okay, because you gonna be gonna remind somebody. Okay, I get it, Arizona. No, I get it.
Let me say this though. You asked about routine. Reason I asked about routines, my routines are somewhat private. I don't want to put it out there. So I have certain routines I do, but it's something that, yeah, I didn't want to throw it out there. That's why I kept a little quiet at the time. You know what I mean? Because we all have them, but I'm like, I ain't gonna put that out. They're gonna think I'm gross. So I kept it to myself. But I have my routines in the morning when I first get up.
I get it. That's okay. You could keep it to yourself.
Absolutely.
We got the idea. Well,
You got me. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
Yeah.
following you. I'm picking up what you're putting down, OG.
Yeah, exactly. We got it. Some things don't need to be
Yeah.
said. Good morning.
Some things should be publicized.
Yes, sir.
The revolution will be televised.
Revolution.
I'm going old school, baby.
I mean, that's I love old school. I love old school. That's why I like that movie so much. Good morning, Miss Juicy Honey Pie.
Man.
You there with me, beautiful?
Yeah, good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning, miss.
How are
Yeah,
you?
6:30. Time for physical therapy, y'all. Y'all take care. I gotta get up.
That's a
Go to
routine,
physical
isn't
therapy.
it? Isn't it a routine?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Y'all take care now. Yeah. Okay. I love y'all. Take care now.
Nice talking to you. I'm gonna say goodbye too.
Thank you,
All
Miss
right,
Thank you
Anna.
for joining us.
Thank you for having me. Bye bye.
I really enjoyed our conversation. You have a wonderful, great day on purpose. Goodbye.
You too.
Thank you, my love. All right, so Juicy, what's the update? What are you updating me on? There were so many things going on, and congratulations to you, mommy, for graduation. Congratulations.
Yeah, that's coming up in May. That's May 23rd.
I love that.
Remember, I was supposed to have went on that lunch date.
Yes.
And it's ironic that you're talking about routines.
Mm-hmm.
Mine is cutting people off. Mine is cutting people like people really be like, dang, you can't really just cut people off. Like, yes, I can. Watch me. I'm like Kevin Hart. All right, bet, motherfucker, bet.
I'm gonna show you. See how somebody was trying to teach you something, and you were like,
And that's what I'm saying. So like when I woke up, because you know me, I'll be up all night. So I wake up like 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon. 4:30 hits. So I started messing around, you know what I'm saying, with my vinyl work. Looked up at the phone again, 8 o'clock go past. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, look, we got 1 or 2 options. I can crash out. And then you know, you have the angel and the devil on your shoulder. The angel said, no, baby, we not gonna crash out. Be a true Capricorn. Block that ass.
Oh, we Capricorn too.
Okay, so what? Okay, so we're missing pieces here, Juicy. Why
he never got back in contact with me, so it was all a
She's big on
gaslighting.
communication.
I hate that shit.
He was all on that gaslighting till, and that's what I'm saying. I'm getting to the point that's my thing. It's just like I'm not going to go back and forth with you. I'm the
If
type.
you're not interested, I get it, right? Like you're
Not even
not
that.
interested,
I'm at the point now. My pettiness is you just sit there and figure out what got me mad. You know what I'm saying? Like I shouldn't have to explain it to you.
They'll never get it. They'll never
Okay,
get it.
and that's why I was like,
That's
look, that's why
what
you
we
blocked. Because
do.
look,
Yeah, we
that's
do.
why you are blocked. Because we can never have that conversation again. That's how much I do not care.
Nah, and it's in a sense, and speaking from a man's perspective, overstanding. One thing I learned is that specifically is, oh shit, I wasn't getting it. I didn't get it. I didn't get it. I wasn't listening.
Keep
I
moving.
wasn't hearing what she was talking about. And we, a lot of times, it's now we blocked and we like, now we trying to pull up to your house. You know what I
The
mean?
motherfucker would.
After you don't
Wait a
fumble the
minute,
ball.
see, wait a minute,
Fumble
hold on.
the bag.
That
I'm
one.
pulling up to somebody's house.
No, I'm
Wait a minute,
saying
No,
Arizona.
he's
But see, look,
saying
Arizona.
after
He
you
got
don't
blocked.
fumble.
But hold on, Arizona. See, that's the thing. The lunch date was the first meetup. He never even got the opportunity to get to the crib.
Respectfully.
He
So
fumbled.
it wasn't no
So like,
communication after the first date.
No,
okay.
he never had the first date. He been
No,
Right,
they
that's what I'm saying.
did.
So
They
like, he
did.
hit
They
me.
said
He
they
He
got
was
hit me
gonna
the.
up
take
like,
on
okay,
a date. He was gonna do
fuck
this,
with you,
that,
kid.
that, and then he never did it.
Yeah, my fault,
right.
bro.
Oh, he
Yeah.
never. Hold on. He set up the field and never kicked the field goal.
That's why. Okay, so like, look, last week he was like Friday.
Oh, he
He was
was
like
capping the whole
Friday.
time.
Wait a
Right.
minute, Chris. But look, I'm trying to get you men caught up. He
Yes,
told me
ma'am.
last week Friday, 4:00. Calhoun's on the
Afternoon.
river. And like I told him, I live so close, I'm walking distance. You let me know when you get there and I'll meet you there.
Respectfully.
Okay, and that's why y'all heard me say 4:00 came. I really didn't check my phone until 4:30. So it's like, okay, you know what I'm saying? A little bit of grace. You know, a little bit of grace. He might be running late, work could have ran over. But then when 8:00 hit, it was like, oh, okay, you was on some gaslighting shit, bro.
Yeah,
Oh, so it
I
wasn't
hear
no
you.
He got his
communication
ass
after
blocked.
4:30.
Yeah, he deserves it.
Yeah, he definitely deserved it. No,
I'm glad you didn't go up there and wait.
I mean, it wouldn't have hurt me no way. I used to work there. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
even
you
if I
gonna have a good
did,
time no
I
matter
would have been
what.
kicking it with my old coworker. Like my boss would have probably been in there trying to get me back in. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't like it would have been a bad thing. But it's like, okay, I didn't even get a text message, hey, something came up.
Exactly.
Like you just
Right,
went and
right,
go.
right.
That
Right.
part too. And that's
Right.
a decent thing to do is say
Right.
something because and so mostly my lives and Juicy knows because you're always in the live. I get ghosted a lot. Me and Juicy and a lot of my girlfriends we have this conversation all the time where men will be in our inbox. They will call us. They say one thing and then when we put their foot to the plow. They always fall through, and you men. A lot of times we hear, "Oh, women have it so easy. Women got plenty of options," and constantly over and over again, things like what Miss Juicy Honey Pie has said happens. I mean, she's not asking for a lifetime commitment. She ain't looking for a free
real.
fucking meal. She ain't looking for, you know
That's
what I'm saying?
real.
She just wanted to enjoy herself and have company with another adult.
Well, see, no, my thing, no, what it was, and this is what I get hit with. Oh, baby girl, if you come kick it with, I'm saying, let that wall down a little bit. I got you. And it's like, okay, now that I trust you and tell you, let's go to lunch. You see what I'm saying? You show me, you prove to me why I have that wall up.
Right.
Yeah, and that's where I would say no real man is going to be like, put your wall down. We in the sense of, yo, I got to learn who you are. I got to take the time. In that sense where pulling a man from the jump. Now this is, again, speaking for myself. If I like a shorty, I'm rocking with a shorty and I want to see her and she's down to actually like, yo, let's go get brunch. Bro, I'm there at 3:30.
I love that. Let me ask you something, Arizona. When was the last time you went on a date?
Ooh, probably about 2 years ago. I ain't even gonna hold you. I'm gonna keep it because it's in a sense. Well, I'm new to fatherhood. I got a son. And I have my son's mother is for what I do to be a father and want to be a father. She's kind of jaded my vision on what it is to have a family.
Okay.
And it's in a sense, I hear like something like this. When I hear women like this, I'm like, Like
Because
when
I'm like you. Why are you not going on dates? Why are you not going on dates?
But it's I because it's in a sense it's like I take like it's a perfect example. I want an older woman that got it figured out.
Why? Because you don't got to figure it out yet. So you want her to teach you how to
No,
figure
no,
it out?
no, 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 no,
Okay,
no.
so let me. Wait, hold on,
I
hold
want a
on.
woman.
Okay, we all women. We all women.
Respectfully,
All right,
because
so Arizona. Let me ask you something. But you haven't been on a date. Why haven't you been on a date? I don't understand. You saw a whole bunch of other shit that had nothing to do with why you didn't
you're
have
right,
not spend your time with a lady just to laugh and joke around and have a good time.
and I will say I want to have it like starting a business, starting to take care of her next time. Like I said, when
That
I
has
go,
nothing to do with just laughing and joking with somebody, taking an hour of your day laughing and
no.
joking.
That's a waste of time to me now.
So being on the internet talking shit to a whole bunch of people you don't know is not a waste of time.
I'm not talking shit. I'm having a real conversation.
Okay, so like,
have a
okay.
real conversation with a person in like real life.
Right?
Yeah,
So
well,
like, okay,
You don't want to get them
Arizona.
somewhere. You want to
No,
have a
Arizona,
business
like,
with 'em.
okay,
Go ahead,
what
go
she's
ahead, man.
basically,
I'm
no,
hearing
what
you.
she's basically
I'm listening.
saying
My
is,
apologies.
like, not even going out to eat. When's the last time you took a young lady to the park and y'all just walked, strolled, and talked? That's a date.
That's my biggest thing is I haven't been around a shorty that I could. I'm like, yo, meet me at the park. Yo,
why you
they
don't
ain't
meet no
pulling up.
women at all ever? You don't go outside
Yo, no, I work.
at work. There's nobody at job that you a coworker that you can hang out with.
I work construction. It's
Okay.
niggas.
On the way to it. You don't go to a gas station, a supermarket, the mall. You don't do the library, nothing.
I
McDonald's. You don't go nowhere.
I'm dead ass serious. Like I'm not even trying
All
to
right,
hold you.
okay, I get you. All right.
I got you.
Whatever.
No, I'm just saying, keep it real. You said it the first time. You just not interested in that anymore.
I want money.
Ooh, juicy. Mwah.
You know what I'm saying? Just keep it a buck.
You
Like,
real from the
I can
get-go.
respect you more as a man. And the reason why I say that, my son is 20.
Yes,
So I'm
ma'am.
saying, and that's why he doesn't have a girlfriend. He's focused on his job. He's trying to get a house. He's not trying to create no babies. You know what I'm saying?
And then I keep blaming it on somebody else. I mean, men these days,
okay.
family, like all that yin yang he said earlier.
Well, no, I really can't say he's blaming. I can say he's having more of an awakening dealing with his father.
And that's the truth. That's the yo.
You see what I'm saying? Like he's really starting to understand what an absent-minded father is now that he's older. You see what I'm saying?
What's the reason why he wants to focus on himself then?
Exactly. Okay, I'm saying like I don't know if I was in your live the last time, but the way my son put it to because his dad's been getting on him about, you know what I'm saying, his smoking habits or whatnot. He vapes. And he says to him one day, you need to be more mindful of how much you smoke. But then in the next breath, ask him for the money so he can go get some for himself. You see what I'm saying? So he looked at him one day and was like, you know what, Daddy, I really need you to stop. And he was like, stop what? He was like, you're 45. You see what I'm saying? You're the one that's still trying to figure out your life. I'm 20. I'm just now starting mine. I'm going to need you to back up. And it made his daddy, like he said, that's what made him realize his daddy is still an absent-minded father. It hasn't changed from when he was little.
I get it. No, I think it's our generation. That generation is so fucked up between the 45 and 50-year-old. I mean, that generation still think it's 1996. That they're still in high school. They dress the same. They talk the same. I mean, that generation is just so fucked up in their head. So, and my son,
and that's why that's why I had to let Arizona know a woman will respect you a whole lot more if you just keep that bluntness because you just said it out your own mouth. That's not something I'm interested in right now.
And it's in a sense, it's like I want like, and that's when exactly what she just said is exactly what I'm saying when I'm saying I want a woman. I have no problem messing up because I know I have to take the accountability for it.
You want to do this?
Damn.
What's a woman? Can you tell
a woman is
What's a woman? He said that shit so strongly too. Like we not all women. I don't know. So to you, what is a woman? What is a woman?
Yeah, everybody's definition is different.
A woman.
If respectfully, if you'll let me say it, I'll tell you.
I know. Oh yeah, we ain't hearing it, but we gonna.
Okay. If you're not hearing it, then hey, continue with your lie.
No, go ahead.
You can't teach us something.
I'm interested to know his definition.
I mean, I already know what you're gonna say, but I just want to hear it from your mouth. That's it.
If you already know what I'm gonna say, what am I gonna say?
Oh, why are you getting defensive?
No, I'm asking.
Why you just can't answer the question?
I'm asking.
And I asked you a question. Can you answer my question?
A woman to me, like I said, if a woman asks me, "Can you build a house?" Actually, I can. Mm-hmm. You don't have to work. You don't have to do anything else but take care of house and home. We have a child together. I want my child to grow with you, his mother. And I want your mindset to be in the sense of hold him or her down, to raise them, nurture them, and nurture me. As a man, when I walk out the house, as a black man, when I walk out the house, I will go to war with the world for y'all. That's a man. I'm licensed. I get the trades. I know the trades. I know what to do.
Okay, Arizona, slow down, sweetie. Because the question is, you're pivoting. The question is, what is a woman? And now you're talking about male attributes. Let's get back to what the definition of a woman is.
What the description of a woman. No, the job. He's telling me the job duties.
Let's come back to the explanation of what a woman is.
A woman nurtures.
I mean, you don't nurture? Arizona? You don't nurture?
I do.
All right, so then. Okay, go ahead. And what else a woman do?
That's what a man needs.
A man needs that?
Yes.
Again, sir, get out of your feeling. Get out of your. We're not talking about a man's need. Let's stick to the question. What is a woman?
I don't know.
You're pivoting again.
This is a woman. What's the It's a woman.
Right. You something like.
My apologies. I'm not. Maybe I'm not understanding the question.
No, because it's the vocabulary word that you choosing to use. That's the question, right? Because you know what I mean. Like a woman, we as long as you have that chromosome in you, you're a woman, right? Now you could be a mature woman. You could have a description word before it. An immature woman, a dumb woman, a broke woman,
a docile woman.
Yeah, there's description words that could describe a woman, but we're all women.
What are you looking for in a woman?
And that's where I can understand exactly what y'all saying. That's what I'm saying of what I'm looking for in a woman.
Right, but okay. So I understand. So when you say a woman, a real woman, whatever, that's why we're like.
What I'm thinking. What I'm thinking. What he want? He wants somebody to stay at home and raise the children.
That's nice. It should. You should. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a beautiful thing.
And he don't want her to work.
That's okay. Let's find out with that too. Honestly, young. I get it. Young. I completely get it. When I was young, I thought that way too.
But he's gonna have to find a woman that's gonna want that. That's gonna want to stay home and take care of the kids.
With people who say these things, right? Because I feel like the expectations of a real woman or a woman, right? Is that we are supposed to automatically grow up and know these things, right? So when you talk about, a woman need to do this and a woman need to do that and a woman need to do this, it's like, don't have to, like, we don't just wake up and are born and know how to walk, right? You got to be taught that. It's a learning thing. It's a learning curve. You learn how to be a wife. You learn how to be a mother. You learn how to pay bills. You learn how to cook. We don't just wake up and become wise. Just because we're a woman and we don't know these things. Just like you men shouldn't. I mean, you said you build houses. I'm pretty sure you didn't just wake up and build a fucking house. You have to learn how to build a house. So this is what. But I feel like a lot of times some men, don't give women that grace of knowing. Like I have to learn. We growing up together. Now, if you're 45, 55 years old, you don't know how to fucking have a household by now, I don't know what to fucking tell you. You're too late. But if you're young and you give them a little bit of grace, they don't know how to do. They got to learn it. How you gonna learn how to do something unless you actually do it? If you've never been a wife before, how you gonna know how to be a wife?
I hear you.
If you have never been a mother before, how you gonna know how to be a mother?
I hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah, because exactly.
Right.
Look, parenting definitely don't come with no handbook.
Right.
Okay, this life. Everybody be like, it's chess, not checkers. Yo, this is reality. This ain't no game.
Yeah, it's not, I don't know what the fuck. What is that? Why wouldn't it be reality? What? I'm down, Lewis.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all. Yeah, that's. But in the same spirit, I'm listening to some women talk. Where am I playing? Y'all talk. Y'all talk.
Okay, whatever makes you happy. I'm glad we made you happy today, Miss Juicy. So, wow.
It's crazy.
And look, I might have missed it, Arizona, because I did come in a little bit late. How old are you again, Sugar?
33, miss.
Come on, Mama Money, my
amazing. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm a bit of it. I mean, so I've been told.
At that age, bro, to be like, to be honest, coming from my point of view,
yes, sir.
Looking for a woman like that is like, I don't know, you're gonna find somebody that's a gold digger, pretty much.
Shut up, Chris. You're about to dig
Huh? I'm just making a statement. Just making a statement.
No, here's my question. Here's my question, Arizona, because like they said, you did mention that, you know what I'm saying, the woman you're looking for, the type you're looking for is to stay at home and nurture the children. What if she wants to do both? Like we get it. You got
like some women like to work.
Like what would you do if that woman says, I want to go to law school and still take care of the kids too?
How do I help you complete law school, miss?
See, now you about to knock her dreams.
How you gonna how can you help somebody? Okay. Unless you do a schoolwork for and take a test.
Yeah, I was about to ask, can you elaborate on what you mean by that?
Nah, because it looked like he about to knock her dreams.
No, let him. I want to see, you know what I'm saying, his aspect and view on it.
Bro.
Elaborate on why you would say that to her.
To be a lawyer, are you gonna help her out?
Yes.
Be there?
Yes.
How?
Anyway, me too. And I have to listen to it in the aspect of, hey, what do you? She could be studying and looking. Oh,
that requires you watching the child now.
You need me to wash the dishes?
Arizona, can she do that without you though?
He said you need me to wash the dishes.
Yeah, man.
Oh my goodness.
I'm saying
Is that what he said?
Yeah, you just said you need me to wash the dishes after she's trying to go to school to be a lawyer. That's crazy. But what about the child, my brother?
Bro. Oh my God.
You gonna have to watch the child.
No problem.
My boy said I'm gonna wash the dishes.
No problem. If you're like, if you're mine and I am yours, there isn't a thing I wouldn't do for you.
Okay. So, before we get too far, because you like to pivot, so why is it when you first came up here and gave us the description, you know what I'm saying, you led with, I just want her to stay at home, take care of the kids. She ain't got to work. Like, you never made that comment as if it's a mutual partnership. You see what I'm saying? Okay. You instantly came off with what you expect of her and how you expect her to be at home, nurture the children. Like, what if she has her own goals and doesn't want to lose herself to you and being just a stay-at-home mom? What if she wants to do? So I'm saying, sometimes slow down and think before you speak.
Respectfully, I respect that. I
don't know if you noticed when you made that comment, me and Adrian was looking at you like, huh? You went back. Look, you went back to that toxic nuclear family toxic.
That our
Oh, like, yeah,
grandparents
I'm
had.
looking for me a real woman that can sit here, hold down the kids, hold me. That, like, dude, that is trauma dumping. You are asking that woman to be your peace, but you are not delivering no peace to replenish her. You are not giving her an opportunity to be herself as an individual.
Understood.
You see what I'm saying? Like, for an example,
Understood.
I don't know if you have been paying attention to Mr. Chico down here in the comments. He just made the same thing. Oh, well, a woman is supposed to be there for her man and be some, you know what I'm saying, more feminine and submissive. Okay, but here's the thing. You just talked about how you can fix a house, right? Get
He
this.
said Bill, he gonna build.
Right, okay, but that's exactly. Get this.
I
As a
like how she just
44-year-old
popped
woman,
up.
but see, as a 44-year-old woman who knows how to fix her own car, I get men like that one in the comment to tell me I'm too masculine. And that's why I had to hit him and let him know
Changing her
before
own
he even
oil.
asked to come get in the box. You know what I'm saying? Before you even come up here and get in the box and think you about to come for me, then that means I'm not one for you to talk to, sir. You see
Especially.
what I'm saying? I'm gonna need you to back and give me 100.
Let me ask. Oh, thank you for joining the team, Bella. Then I'm in Arizona. Let me ask you something. Do you think that women who I don't know about. Okay, say if so do you
Think
think
about
women
it
like
first.
me and Miss Juicy, right? We know we grown, right? We grown ass women. And so we know how to do shit. We've been doing this shit for a long fucking time. We know how to build our own fucking house. We know how to change a tire. We know how to do all that shit because we know how to do it, right? Because we learned how to do it from our family or for experiences in life, right? So Arizona, do you consider us masculine women because we know how to do those things?
No. I consider y'all women.
Oh
That's
Lord.
the thing is what I'm saying. I'm saying that is
Wait. Okay, you see us as women, can't give us a proper description, but
what
so
I
that's what I'm saying.
don't
Like, okay,
want.
no, listen to what you're saying.
No, hear
Instead
what
of
Nobody
no,
heard
no,
the
no,
proper
that's what I'm saying.
trying to be
Instead
nice
of
on the
saying
line.
I see
There's
it
a
as
difference
survival.
between a
Excuse
bitch
me,
and a woman.
you.
There's a
But
difference.
we are also
There's a
survivors. You know what I'm
difference
saying? It's
between
not about
a little
how we
boy
overcame something
and
to
a man.
you. We're
There's
just
a
women.
difference.
We're just women. You don't see our struggle. You don't see what we overcome. We're just women to you.
No.
We're property.
Hear what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
We're property that you
Yo,
got to conquer.
okay, hear
You got to
this.
train.
Please.
About the
Like,
builder looking
seriously,
for
hear this.
property.
My
Go ahead.
son was born on Christmas Day.
Juicy was.
Respectfully, I watched this woman and I'm like, oh my God, men could never be a woman. I had the bulb went off in my head. I'm like, oh shit, we could never do this. I'm grabbing him by the leg. This
Yo.
woman looked me in the face and said, yo, like, I'm done. I can't do
Okay,
this.
so what do you mean that a man can never be a woman?
I'm
Like,
saying we all came from y'all.
right,
All
right.
of us. Everybody that's on this
Juicy look like she got a
7
migraine.
billion people or whatever, we all came from a woman. All of us.
Yes, we know that. Right. So that, and being that, that's why we just women, right?
No, it's not even the fact that I have a migraine. Please, I'm saying, please don't. No. Hold on. No, my thing is, please stop mansplaining to us stuff that we already know. We are women. We live it. We're the ones that deal with y'all. Please stop mansplaining our issues with men to like that. It's aggravating. I'm saying, like, you're not answering questions directly. You are literally tap dancing, pussyfooting, walking around
Around
the
it.
mulberry bush. Like, you don't know how to answer questions directly. You give a long dialogue.
Understood.
What's that? Good morning.
He said understood.
No, he said
I
understood.
respect that.
Understood. That's a new
Thank you
TikTok
for that.
word.
Thank
That's
you
a
for that.
vocabulary word that we learn that we don't know the proper usage of it. Okay, well,
I can tell you right now by the way you talk on this panel, some saying the wordage that you use, that's part of the reason.
Come in the box, Chico. Come in the box. You got so
Oh
much.
Lord, I'm going on mute.
What is
No,
he in the man? What is
I
he in the
want to
man?
hear what you have to say, man.
No, I want to know what. Hey, love
No, I'm talking about when Chico come up. If she puts Chico in the box, I'm going on mute because
I
hey,
bet,
I
I
already know.
bet he's between
I'm worse
45 and
than Chico.
55 years old.
Chico worse than me.
Yeah, I've been reading him in the, and that's what I'm saying. I've already warned him. I'm too masculine for him. He do not need to address me or speak to me.
But you know what Chico need? Chico need attention. He need attention. That's what it is. I see a lot of times these men. I don't know if it's a man definition, but the men a lot of times these men on this app need attention. They will say things just to get attention. Oh, you handsome. They will say things just to need attention and to be heard. A lot of men listening to be heard.
Well, no, he's giving up what I've been reading from him. That's like he's about to come up here and try.
Come up here.
Look, no, I'm just saying he's trying to address my tomboy side that I'm perfectly okay with. So we ain't about to go down that rat. Like, don't get up here trying to. Oh, well, see, that's what I'm saying. You too masculine. Hey, I love being a tomboy, baby.
Let him John, leave my stop. I'm moderating. I'm good. I got it. Can I ask you? Hey, is it Mr. Santiago? Good morning. Hello, you. Huh?
I'm outside.
I see, and I love it. Are you taking your morning walk?
No, I'm on my way. I'm trying to get to the bus stop.
You go. I love that. You hustling too. Are you late? I love that. That was my attitude. That's a routine, right? Getting up in the morning, because that's what I was talking about this morning. That was my whole purpose of my live. You know, I always usually have like a question of the day, and my question of the day was talking about routines, right? And sometimes some of our routines are like, I always thought of a routine as a bad thing, right? Getting up and going to work is a routine. Time to make the donuts, type of thing, right? And so I was so deep, but I have a little bit of kind of quirky routines that people normally do that some people might think is odd. Hey, Kiki. So let me ask you something. Do you have any type of routines that some people might feel like is odd?
No, I mean we all like we do the same thing. I just came on this show exactly. I'm in her mid.
What? Say that again.
I only came on here because she was right. I'm coming on here because she said she basically saying like she tomboyish
Oh, he come.
woman.
He's replying to what's going on.
Tread lightly, sugar. Tread lightly. Please tread lightly.
That's the craziest things. Like all the women that I've ever been with is like it's tomboys. They
Oh
tomboy.
man, here you go.
What's a tomboy? All right, forget.
Like,
Okay, so what did you want to respond to, Mr. Santiago? That what caught your attention?
yeah, don't let me make y'all mad. My bad.
Mad? We ain't mad. I'll guarantee you, we will make you mad way before you be mad.
Yeah. I'm listening
I told you sharp.
Believe that a woman can be a man or a man can be a woman. That's corny. How so?
Yeah, we studs. We studs like a motherfucker. Yep, we studs. I hear my money again. So, okay, so white woman. Okay, so let me ask you something. What's the description? So Arizona earlier was talking about a real woman, right? And so we were trying to ask him what a real woman was, because we all women, I see ourselves, we women, we were born to be able to give birth, like Arizona said. So that makes us a woman, right? So when you talk about women and female and all this stuff that you took saying, what's a woman to you?
Oh my God, bro.
Alan? I don't even know, Mr. Santiago?
This shit blow up me.
Let me make it to the bus stop. I got
Okay.
I gotta make it to that.
All right, we'll go to the bus stop then, Mr.
He doesn't. He
You
won't
jumping in
say
the
he
box,
was.
you're not even ready to communicate. But I get it. Hey, Mr. Chicago Time. Have my favorite manager on TikTok land doing
Don't
his
try to
thing.
butter me, ma'am.
What you mean butter you? I don't need to do it. It's easy to.
I just want to defend myself. I was trying to invite you to talk to the right man. I was trying to invite that dummy
So it's easy
up
to
here.
buddy you down, baby. You better get back
Like I
in
said,
your forehead.
I want to see you fight these dummies up here. So I would never do anything but invite your dummy. So I'm just letting you know. So
No, don't do that. Be good. Don't. I got it. They want to come up. They could come up. They could.
yeah, I know, but it's funny when you see them say no, and then it's like, yeah, you're a pussy. So it's all.
Like what?
Nothing. You know what? We all want to fight. You have a
I
great
didn't,
day.
I didn't say,
Love you.
I didn't know, I didn't catch
It's fine.
Ooh-wee.
Oh, hey, Chicago.
Yes, ma'am.
Real quick, are you coming on live today?
Yeah.
About what time?
I don't want to say you got too many dumb men up here, so I don't.
Okay, well,
You
DM me. Look, DM me and let me
like you ain't
know.
a dumb man.
I
You
am
dumb.
definitely not one of these that you entertaining.
Well,
None of these.
no, that's what I'm saying. Chicago, DM me when you are gonna do it.
Okay.
I mean, I got some communication from the
Oh Lord. Okay,
creators.
we're talking back here. We're talking back here.
Yeah. We're gonna have to talk in your hallways.
And if you don't know who
Type shit.
Chicago John is,
No, don't tell no, but no advertisement here. You good?
Nah.
Type shit.
You good? Don't.
Nah,
kid.
bro, you ain't come on there. No
These dudes are terrible.
That's
Yeah,
all.
You a terrible dude.
I bet I
you
am. I'm
You
the
like
best
city.
terrible dude.
Just mad because I'm not
Hey,
showing
at
my
least you
titties
admit
today.
it.
All right.
Good
No.
morning.
Judgmental ass.
I am judgmental. Did you hear the
I'm
conversation?
judgmental. I don't think this is talking about that being a bad thing. I think everybody judges.
No.
I think
Okay.
everybody judges.
Well, enjoy your show.
I think is it a show or am I just
Oh,
talking
it's
shit?
definitely a show, all right.
Oh, shut
On
up.
leave, boy.
Hey, go help your girl with her lawyer stuff, brother.
Yeah,
You
hey,
gotta help
I
her.
will.
You ain't doing the shit. You liar. You a liar. You ain't gonna help her with nothing.
Boy, hey, you got it.
Yeah, I got her. I can definitely help her pass her test. Unlike you.
Do that.
Take a
I'll
test
send you
for
the
her.
information,
I mean,
dickhead.
I've noticed. I don't. Unfortunately,
Come on, sweet tea.
I noticed a lot of
Hey,
women actually help the
DM
men
me.
get through school than the women actually helping the women through school.
Exactly.
A lot of men don't know how to fill out an application. A lot of men don't
A
know
study
how to
guide.
the study guides. A lot of men don't know where to fill out for student loans.
Not I said the
A
blind
lot of
faith.
men
Not
don't
I.
know. I mean, that's how because women do these things, right? So
License,
you're
LLC,
an adult.
trust, we lock.
Oh, yeah,
All
license.
these
Oh, you
you
a
can look it up.
Yeah, of course they got truck.
big time guy.
Don't
Okay, I
catch
get it.
me.
I told you.
He
Don't
a
catch
TikTok man. Oh, and that's sad because you're
I'm
so
talking
young.
to Chicago.
You need to go outside.
LLC.
You need to go outside Arizona. You need to interact with some real people outside of TikTok.
All right, I want some money.
You spilling all the TikTok lingo right now.
Yeah, all right.
No, I know. But I get it because I see it. You know what I'm saying? So I get it.
I just wanted to believe. Now, I was talking to him. I wasn't talking to you, miss. I wasn't
what?
talking with respect.
But I was talking to you.
Say again.
Yeah, exactly. Do you hear anything I said?
I wasn't paying attention to you. No.
I know. I could tell. It's okay. Does that make you a man?
No.
Oh. I think that's a good description word of a man, Juicy. Don't you think a man who just picks and chooses what they listen to?
I can respect that.
No. What gets that's not even what gets me. What gets me about a lot of these men, if you would not sit in a room and interrupt your mother or your auntie while she is talking to you, why is it so hard for y'all to have composure on the internet when a woman is talking? Like why they say like y'all know I respect women. I respect women. Ironically, it's baffling. You can respect your mother, you can respect your auntie, you can respect your grandmother, but when it comes to a strange woman on the app, you mean no it isn't like y'all overtalk women so much on their platform. You can't even tell when they're talking to you. That baffles me. Like you learn
Because
to,
most
like,
guys are the new
you
female.
learn to speak as spoken to as a child.
Yep.
That's the problem. I think that's the
Your
problem.
mother embeds that in you at a toddler state phase. How at 35 can you get on this app and when Miss Adrian is talking, you don't know how to have two ears open and one mouth closed? God damn.
This is a
Okay.
control.
That's
Women
it.
try to.
Go
This
ahead.
is a control thing. Women been trying to do it for a long time. Y'all really be trying to shut people up to keep it a buck.
Thank you.
You so mad. Why
Thank
you so
you.
mad?
Thank you.
I knew it. I knew as soon as he got off that teacup.
Why you so mad? It's not that serious.
I'm listening. I gave the utmost respect. I led with respect. The whole.
You don't even know what the word. Can you please Google the word respect, please? Because you guys don't even know what the word respect means.
No, that's just some joint, some gaslighting joint women be trying to do. Y'all be trying to shut a man up. Oh, he aggressive. Oh, he do this so you can get
Why
your
you
word
care?
across.
Why you care? Why you care though?
Let him talk. Let him talk.
Okay,
Is this your house? Look, okay, is this your house though?
Oh
Look at
my
this. Look at
God.
this
Let
app.
him
No,
talk.
seriously,
Let him talk.
seriously. This app. Look at it like a house.
Let him
Would
talk.
you? Okay, no, hold on. Would you go
Nah,
into
let
your
him talk. Nah,
girlfriend's
ain't no
mother's
hold on. Let him
house
talk.
and be this disrespectful? Would you go to your girlfriend's
Oh
mother's
my
house?
God.
This is okay. Look, if y'all want to be
Y'all
rude,
proving
then
what
go run your
exactly what
own
he said.
live.
Y'all just
Y'all want to be
let
Like, you know,
rude?
I love when they come
let
up
him
here because
talk.
I
Just
love it
let
when they
him
come up
talk.
here because
Just let that man
First
talk.
of all, Arizona, what? No, I was not talking to you. Some said the
Let
gentleman
him
up under.
talk.
No,
You cut
I
him
But
was
he
not
off.
can't
talking to
talk,
you.
Arizona. If you was paying attention, he's walking
Let
to the
him
bus stop.
talk.
He said when
Nah,
he
let
will
folks
talk when he
talk.
has time to
Mo
fucking
was
talk. You
saying
don't.
something. Folks was saying something. Let him
All
talk.
right,
You
don't
muted him.
everybody be quiet, including yourself, Arizona, and let's see what Mr. Santiago got to say. We could hear him.
No, I'm chilling. I'm chilling. Y'all ain't have to do all that. You heard what I heard. I mean,
Mm.
No,
y'all
what
got
did
that.
you? Man,
No, y'all got that joint.
I think whatever he said got off his chest.
I know,
That's
but
it.
Arizona was so eager to let him talk, so he got the floor to talk, right? And now he got nothing to fucking say. So I don't understand why we all doing this for.
It's in a sense,
Good morning,
men are not
pancake.
going to go back and forth with y'all, man.
I know, but you were going back and forth so that for him, like, so who
Yeah,
can
yeah,
No,
stand
I
yeah.
up for him?
wasn't
You
going
I don't
were,
back
you
think
were
they
and
like
heard.
forth.
going
I don't think
hard
they.
for that
I'm talking
motherfucker.
to
And look,
y'all.
he still ain't
I
got
don't
nothing to
think.
fucking say.
Preaching.
So
If I was
I don't think
wrong
they
in
heard
a
what he said
sense,
because you
I
was talking while he was talking.
I said,
Right, and that's the whole point of me bringing
So,
up
bro, if
having
you could come
manners
up here
and
and repeat what
decorum
you
and
said while
allowing
everybody
people
be
to
quiet
talk.
so
I'll
we
be
can hear what
down.
he said, it'll be all right.
Damn. Yeah, like,
Because
wasn't the whole
nobody
point
heard
of
what
my
he said because
speech?
Arizona was talking.
no disrespect, Mr. Brown.
Listen, keep it a buck. What's understood don't have to be said. I mean,
but if we don't, so you just talk not to be understood, but you talked about us not listening and only want to hear what we want to hear. When we
So
ask
now
you to
he don't want
clarify
to
what you
repeat it.
saying,
He don't want to
now
repeat
you still
himself.
need to be
He
understood.
shouldn't have to. He said
I
what he
mean,
said.
to be honest, bro, I didn't even hear what he said because you was
You're
talking.
the one who wanted him
Oh
to
my
talk.
God.
You was
Oh,
talking,
come
so I didn't
on.
even get
No,
to hear
no,
what he
wait, wait, wait,
said.
wasn't.
wait, 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 wait,
He
wait. Hold
cut
on,
him
hold on, hold on, hold
off.
on, hold on. No, Chris, can you please say that again?
I said he was talking while homie was talking, so nobody heard him.
And you wanted what? Like, that's why
I
you
I
spoke
And
up
was
because of
talking.
what?
I didn't even hear what homie said because he was talking.
I
Thank
was
you.
talking.
So it wasn't just the
So I
women in
cut
the
him off.
room.
Yeah, you cut it off, bro. You're like, you gotta relax, like, and just let somebody just speak their mind for like 3 seconds, 5 seconds.
So I cut this whole time that we had been on this live.
Yo, bro, if we could just like quiet and see if he just pop up and just he
But
not
he
even
don't
gonna
even
repeat
want to talk
himself.
anymore, Mr. Santiago don't even want to talk anymore, Chris, because
Yeah,
now I gave him the floor and now he got nothing to say because it doesn't need to be understood.
yeah.
You know
Cause
what I mean? So like, so what you
whatever
want me
you
for?
heard, bro, is
Mr.
what you
Rodriguez
So
heard.
I
or
was the
Mr.
only
Mouse,
one who
whatever the
heard it.
fucking name is.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty
Hey,
good
good
much.
morning,
morning.
Adrian.
You
Hey,
should.
Good
good
morning.
morning, Charles.
Hey,
Good morning.
Charles.
Hey, how
Hey,
are you?
Charles.
Lady, can I step in for just 1 second, Matt?
Please
Of
do.
course.
Please
I walked
do.
in. Came into the room to men telling Adrian, which when we're on her live in her room, to tell her to be quiet and let someone else talk. I believe it's her room, and it's her right to speak when she
Yeah.
chooses to, not anybody else's. And you don't even have to be in the box or even be here unless she chooses to allow you to be here. So I think we should think about that before we continue to say, let him talk and all this other crap.
No,
I
no, but
think
now
that's
we're
very
bullies. We're
disrespectful, and
bullies,
I think that was
Charles.
not okay. And I'm going to make sure I call that out. And if you want to call me a simp because of the fact that I'm standing up for the ladies, you can go ahead and do that too. But the fact is that was disrespectful and wrong, and
I
it needs to
love
not happen again.
I
Good
love the
morning, Adrian.
disrespect. I love the disrespectful man. I do.
No, you don't. Stop that.
I like to be mean to them. Hey, Neon
Oh,
Giant.
okay. Good morning, Honey
I
Pot,
like
by
to
the way.
bully them like Don Rohr said. I like to bully them. So sensitive,
Well, he
bully.
left anyway.
He
Be
did leave
careful with the
because
bully
he knew
words.
that he couldn't run this TikTok game on us. Because at the end, it is a TikTok game, and we hear it all the time where men will come in, need attention, so they will spew out all this red pill rhetoric. They will send all the TikTok jargon, words they don't really understand, just to get some type of attention. And then
I
when
don't
you
even
talk
think
about
he
women,
understood himself when he was
Look,
talking.
tossing around word. Look, tossing. Look, what I tell him? Stop tossing around word salads.
He said, he said, what do you want her to be? He said, I want her to stay.
right?
At
All
the
right. So
end of
now
the
Alan's
day,
on the bus. Now
you
Alan,
know,
is this Alan? Alan, can you please tell me your name, Mr. Santiago?
He's back. He's
Again,
not back.
honestly, somebody who needs fucking attention too. Because why would you? Until why would I start? It's like rolling out of the bed and I'm still in my bed with no clothes on, but I'm on a live. Like, why would you? Why don't you just get your shit together and then get on the fucking live?
I just didn't. I don't understand why people got here and fight like that when it's Adrian's live in the first place. That was
I
something I
love
didn't.
that shit. That's okay, Charles. You know,
That's why I wanted to do that. So
I get
anyway,
it. I know you want to say. I know you want to be the man. You want to be a man.
well, if that is being a man, then I guess I'm not really going to be a man in that sense because I have this thing called respect for someone else's house. I mean, I'm not going to walk into someone's home and start talking like that, like Miss Honeypot was saying. Literally, you're not going to do that. So
No, it's not. And when Alan or whatever his name is gets it together, I'm pretty sure he's gonna show a whole bunch of disrespect too. Hi, Randy. Good morning.
it is what it is. Good morning. So
Empress.
what's the question of the day? Let's ask that. What is the
Okay,
question?
so Charles, the question of the day is, and I don't know if you've seen this, Charles, because you are from a different perspective, I would say, than a lot of us here. And Empress, let me know if you saw. I saw this weekend. Well, the question of the day is different than I saw. So I saw Sinners. So so we were talking about that movie Sinners, right? And then but the question of the day is routines, right? Do you have a routine? Because I always thought words have meanings, right? So I've been into this thing where like I will look up. You saw it too, Joey? So I would a lot. All right, so I was talking about routines, and I always thought routines was like a bad thing, like time to make the donuts type of thing, and going to work. And sometimes I feel like marriage is a fucking routine. I think we can sometimes get so used to doing the routine of marriage but I was thinking about, so I always thought it was a bad thing. But when I actually Googled it, they were saying that routines are actually good for us, that it relieves stress, that it takes away the anxiety, that it stops depression. So it's actually a good thing to have some sort of routine. So in thinking that, I have a lot of crazy routines that I do. I like to organize my closet in a way that I don't have to wear the same thing twice. I used to call it anal, but I have a little routine that's kind of like people like it really doesn't matter. So I'm asking you, Charles, do you have a routine? And Miss Juicy, I don't know if I even asked you this question. Do you have a routine that some people might think is out of the ordinary that makes you feel good?
I do have routines. I have a very specific routine. And yes, as someone who's been in business and in corporate America and things of that nature, as well as a truck driver for 23 years, I've always had routines because they've always saved my time. They've always saved my mindset, those kinds of things. So absolutely I do. Every morning my kids get up 6 o'clock every morning to go to school.
Right.
I always am up an hour before that. So that I always know that I'm up, I've had my coffee, I'm awake, I'm ready to take care of the day for whatever my children need.
Right.
So that's part of one of my main routines.
Right.
I always make sure we do things, I have a very specific rule in my house. That's part of my routine, my kids' routine every day. You get up, you have your breakfast, you do your teeth, you do what you got to do, and then, and only then, do you get on electronics before you get on the bus for school. After school, my requirement is we have dinner together. So we sit down,
that.
We work together as a family to make dinner. Once we make dinner, the electronics are gone when we start to make dinner.
Does that make you a female, Charles? Sorry.
I guess it does. It's okay though. I don't know. I'm a single dad, so I guess I got.
Oh, a woman. I'm sorry, not a female, a woman.
But my kids, we work together. We do dinner. We sit down at dinner. We eat dinner. Everybody does teeth and stuff, and then we get back and everything, and we get back, and then they can get back to electronics, things like that. So it's a routine that's very specific in the way that I operate things. And
That's
and a
okay.
lot of that comes with me being an operations guy, a chief operations officer that really kind of sat in me, and instilled in me how those things work. So,
I love that, and I think that to me that's like adultish, right? It's being an adult. It's being an adult. But I love the fact that you have the routine of like everybody got to sit down for dinner. That's an amazing thing. Not a lot of people have that as a routine. You know what I'm saying? That's not a bad thing because a lot of people have life going on around them the time. So I understand that too. But so that's why I like that's a great routine. Look, you too, Mama Money, and I love your videos of your babies playing soccer and that cowboy party. I love that. I love it. Thank you for sharing
so
that with us.
one other part of my routine that I have also is mental health is a big problem we have today. It is obviously, as we saw when I came in the room, but we won't go into that conversation. Anyway, I apologize for that. That was a bad
That's
joke.
okay. That's okay.
But anyway, my point is this: so I have my kids sit down every single day when they get home from school, and I say, "You tell me about your day, and tell me what's going on. If there's something that's been going on that we need to talk about mentally, let's talk about it."
I love that.
I am relentless, and I will be honest. And you can ask my daughter, who is now awake because it is 6:18. She will tell you that I am relentless when it comes to telling me about your day and what's actually going on in life. Not just the bullshit, oh, it was a good day. No, tell me what actually happened, and tell me the real stuff that's going on. And when she needs to talk, I always tell her, the rule is you stop everything that I'm doing as a parent, or is it whatever, and you say, Dad, I need to talk right then, because that way I can sit down and
How did you? Okay, so let me ask you: did you just wake up and know how to be your dad? To me, that's
the whole
parenting. I don't think it has anything to do with being a female or a male or a woman or a man. I don't think it has anything to do with it. It's called being a parent, and I think both parents should do those types of things, right? So, did you just learn how to do that, or did you learn how to do that, or you already just did that?
No, well, so the structure side of me has always been there because I have always been structured because I've always been on a ranch my whole life.
Okay.
Ranching and farming has always been structured. So, you always have to get up. It doesn't matter how sick you are or how rough it is or whatever it is, the animals still got to get fed,
Okay.
Things like that still got to get done.
Do you talk to your animals and sit them down and say, hey, animal, why are you not producing any milk today?
No, I don't do that because at the end of the day, I know how to deal with that. If they're not producing milk, I know what I got to do for them to make it so they do the right stuff to make sure they're producing milk, right? That's part of that, the knowledge base of learning that. But you learn that as you grow and as you progress. But I had to learn that too, right? Because again, I had to learn agricultural classes and animal classes and all those different kinds of things, all of that kind of stuff, the science behind farming.
How did you learn how to parent, though, Charles?
A lot of books.
Oh, okay.
And a lot of so my older kids went through a lot of, and I'm going to just say it this way, a lot of hell with their mother, my first ex-wife. My ex-wife has 250 plus child abuse charges on her in South Carolina. We'll just say that.
Okay, so that didn't stop you. And did that stop you from knowing, like, to not like women anymore?
Oh no. I got married a second time and got divorced.
Let me tell my brother Joey. That's my brother, right? That's my oldest brother. He's about 8 years old, 8 years older than me, and he is a man who raised his two children on his own. So and he did an amazing job with his two children. My nephew, my niece is amazing. It's amazing. So I do know. So I don't know about, parenting is a woman job or a female job or a man job, because I know a lot of amazing dads.
Well, at the end of the day, here's the deal, and then somebody already just said it in the comments. That makes him a woman to me. Okay, well, at the end of the day, if being a parent makes you a woman to me, that's your problem. And I'm 6'3" and 280 pounds. I'm pretty sure I'm not a woman, so I don't have that problem, But my kids have always had structure because of the fact of that stuff. But because of what they went through with their mother and because of everything I had to go through to protect them from what happened, we'll just leave it at that. I don't go into the details.
Don't pay him no mind, Juicy.
Because of what they went through and that stuff, and for me to be able to protect them, I also had to build that structure. But I also had to learn a lot of education on trauma and what those kinds of things were going to happen and how to deal with that, because as a parent, I've never dealt with that because I didn't have trauma, know what I'm saying? So a lot of those things that I do now with sitting them down and doing all those things and having those structures are because of what I had to learn in books and learn from, psychologists and all those kinds of things,
I get that, and thank you for sharing that with me. Good morning, Empress.
Anyway, I apologize for just going
No,
on.
that's okay, my love. I know that I love that you're sharing your story with us. I'm glad you showed a different perspective of it, that it's really not a man job or a woman job, and that doesn't make you a man or doesn't make you a woman. Because you have to just do it. You didn't have a choice, right? Like I think it's how women sometimes we don't have a choice to be we just have to be a mother, right?
And that's the interesting statement right there, right? Is a man's job and a woman's job. Well, didn't you have to learn how to do your own damn laundry when you were single? Or didn't you have to learn how to do your own dishes? Didn't you have to learn how to change your own tire? You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, all of my kids have all been out. I have 4 girls and 4 boys. And all my kids have been outside and done outside work. All my kids have been inside and done inside work. That's part of learning how to be a human being.
Being an adult. I think it's just being adults. Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
And so let me go ahead and just say good morning to Empress, because I know that she's up here, and you know how she's so soft-spoken and likes to wait her turn.
Good morning, Empress.
Good morning.
Good morning,
I wait my time when it's appropriate. Charles was being problematic, so I don't have to jump in. I say what I need to in the comments if need be.
Good morning, Queen.
Morning. Happy Monday to everyone.
Happy Monday.
Hope everyone had a good weekend.
I did. I went outside, Empress. I went outside this weekend. I went to the movies and I saw Sinners on Friday, and I went out to eat with a friend of mine from work. And then yesterday I met up with Never Fine. And Saturday in Orlando, and we partied from like 1 o'clock in the afternoon to like 4 o'clock in the fucking morning. Like we was outside.
Wait, you stayed up later than the chickens?
I did, and I'm in bed by 8 o'clock. I've been in bed by 8 o'clock, and I went outside. My fucking thighs right here are hurting me. I felt like I did 1,000 squats because the whole time I was doing this. I was doing that.
And my weekend was wonderful. But I got spoiled over the weekend, so look, I can't wait for the rest of my stuff to come in the mail. But my printer actually came today.
Okay, I love that.
So I got spoiled for my business needs. So yeah, my weekend was wonderful.
I love that about it. Empress, did you have a great weekend?
I had a decent weekend. Had a little time out with some friends. Spent a little time chilling. Got harassed last night picking up food for the spawn. Got harassed by a little Puerto Rican woman who was like,
"What she do?"
She was like, "Ooh, I just want to touch it. I just want to touch it." But
Stop playing. You wanted to touch your booty.
Look, what she trying to figure out, was it natural or BBL?
No. She actually said, because I can see it's natural. I can see it's real. I just want to touch. This woman was making me nervous.
Touch your booty. That shit, your booty must have been bootying. What were you wearing?
That thing was thangin', wasn't it?
It was thangin'. Because it takes I can admire a big booty. I saw a lot of ass this weekend, and not ass in clothing, because I was at this place was for brunch. A lot of people were twerking, and they were these short little ass skirts. And so when they bent over, their whole cheek was showing.
She must have one of those on last night.
She was going picking up food for her son, so I can't imagine. You were actually showing. It was just. So you must have had with clothes on, probably wearing regular clothes. I'm pretty sure your ass was still like ass, and where this lady had to sit there and say she just want to touch
it. Look, when she had placed her order and she stepped back from the counter, now she was making me nervous because she kept dropping down a little bit lower, like she was going to reach down and grab. I was like,
oh, she was trying to see up under.
Yeah.
No. I was wearing leggings.
Okay.
So the ass was definitely assing.
Yeah. You know them leggings make it pop out more. That was thangin'.
Holding it in good. Holding it in firm.
Had that waistline snatch. You know what I'm saying? That booty sitting on the back, girl. Yeah, she couldn't help herself.
I love it. I understand though.
Trying to place 2 orders.
Right.
Yeah.
So that was my weekend. That was my weekend. You know,
I'm glad
everything
you went
from
outside.
relaxing to ratchet.
I love it. I love it. I think it's so important. Okay, so Empress, you would know this for Chris. Chris's birthday is May 14th. He is from New York, right? He's from Long Island. He's actually from my hometown, right? I
Okay.
actually met him. You know how I met Chris? You want to hear the funny story? I was on Instagram. I was posting a story in my Instagram about me seeing Chris Brown at a concert, and I asked Chris Brown.
Oh,
Well,
so you
Did she
asked the
tag me?
wrong one.
so I tagged
Yeah.
him, did not
I'm like,
even know.
huh?
I'm like, so he was just like, you must think. And then as I was getting to know him, I found out that he was actually from Hempstead. He's from the town that I grew up in. And so that we formed a friendship since then, though. But I thought it was because of name like Chris Brown. So, but you see how the universe works sometimes.
Yes.
I seen him on this app, and then I called him out on something. But he came up. He's been hanging out with me ever since. But he said that his birthday, he wants Italian food because he can't get good Italian food in New York. So he's gonna go to Olive Garden.
Wait.
Don't do me. Don't do me.
Wait.
Sorry, but I mean,
Chris, why do you hate your colon?
She said, "Why do you hate your colon?" Oh my!
I actually know how to cook. You know, it was just something on my birthday to go out and do.
so Empress, do you know of any places Italian places that he can go to, like real Italian places that he can get some Italian food?
Off the top of my head, no, but it's New York. What the fuck are you talking about?
They gotta be somewhere.
I was going to say New York is full of Italian. What do you mean?
Yeah, that's why I was confused, and I ain't even been there. I'm like, ain't that like the holy mecca of Italian food?
It is, yes.
I know there are a lot more choices in New York, but shit, if you have that much difficulty, hop on the train, come up to Fairfield County, New Haven. We can find you some places, but please do not harass your colon like that and go to Olive Garden.
Oh
Why?
God, hell no. Olive Garden, no.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
God.
Olive Garden is not Italian.
Yeah, I agree with that. Don't
We're gonna
hurt-
find him
don't
a place. Don't worry about
be
it. Chris.
generous to your
Listen.
colon. Never eat at Olive Garden. Absolutely.
If it's Junior Edwards, perfectly dangerous. Give me a name of my brother, Joey. What's a good Italian restaurant on Long Island? I know he could finally figure something. My brother's.
Yeah, I was about to say that too. If you can't find it up there in New York, like Long Island, you know what I'm saying?
Wait, no, let me throw this in.
Isn't there a whole part of it called the Little Italy up there?
Yes, there is.
Yeah.
Why don't you just go to find out where Little Italy is and head that way, and you'll find the real Italian food.
Right.
But you can't find anyone in your area who can tell you of a decent Italian place, right? And I'm talking.
He's going by himself. I'm sorry, Chris, you're in the hot seat. He's going by
I'm
himself.
definitely in the
Empress,
hot seat right now.
Would you eat good? Would you go out to eat by yourself?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
You would?
I do it all the time.
Oh, I love that. Okay, I couldn't do it, but
I take myself out on. Look, that's my key thing. When they
That's
ask
a
me
peace
what
of
can I
mind,
bring to the
Tony.
table as a woman, baby, I bring everything. I can take myself out to eat. If I want to spend $200 on a meal for myself, I can do that. Trust me, I don't need to take you.
Let me say something. I went to Ruth Chris on Friday, and I didn't realize it was Ruth Chris. Let me tell you, I had the tuna. The tuna was fucking delicious. Oh my god!
Yes.
That
You
tuna
said
was
you had
delicious.
tuna at
It was so good, but it was so. Later on, somebody told me, "Oh, this is Ruth
Must have
Chris."
been an appetizer.
Is that the place that? Well, I'm not a foodie. I cook at home. I'm not one to go out. So when they told me this is
You
Ruth
had
Chris, I was like,
tuna.
"That's what people be talking about." I didn't know that. Like, that's so overrated. It's
Yeah, Ruth Chris is overrated, they say.
Chris that you were walking into.
That's what I heard too. It depends on which one it is. Right. I heard that too.
Were you blindfolded and in a sack when they brought
That's
you?
what I'm saying. You just went into Ruth's Chris and had tuna. What the hell?
No, it's called no, it's not regular tuna. She's talking about the I can't never pronounce it. The ahi tuna.
It's
Yeah,
mahi
that's
tuna,
what they
right?
say. I used
The
to work
mahi
for
tuna.
them.
Melted in my mouth. It was so of course I couldn't eat the whole thing. It was about 6 pieces. I couldn't eat the whole thing. I told the girl that I was with, like, please eat this. I said, because I'm forcing myself and I'm already getting sick. I was like, just please eat the rest because it's gonna bother me that I'm not finishing my plate. So
No. I just want you to know that at the bottom and towards the top, Charles and I are judging you.
I know. And that's one thing.
Unfortunately, this time I normally don't judge. I normally listen and don't judge, but this time I'm judging you because you had tuna at
It's
Ruth
okay.
Chris. I'm sorry, but
I get it.
steak,
I understand.
Ruth Chris's steak. I'm just saying the steak is just
It's yeah. Oh, is that what it was?
steak.
It was to me the customer service, the
Oh, the
atmosphere.
customer services, yeah.
That's what really kind of like the lady. I couldn't understand the waiter. Not that I couldn't understand. I couldn't hear the waiter. They were talking underneath their breath. It's loud in there. There's music playing. The game is on, and so I couldn't hear them. So that was one thing. Then they poured my glass of water. They spilled the ice all over the place. You know,
Oh
they
my
didn't have
God.
any type of recommendation, and it was weird that they were having the draft was playing, and I'm like, to me, when I thought of Ruth Chris, I thought it was very like uppity. You know what I mean? Like it was very like, richy.
Yeah,
And so
very yeah, exactly. They give you the rich people prices, but the messed up decorum. That's why I didn't like working for them. Like, we have one down here on the river. Yeah, I was the morning food prep for them, and that's the one thing I couldn't.
All
I
that,
like,
all
yeah,
that
you
food is
walk
crap.
in like their decorum looks so pricey, like she said, like bourgeois. But then when you get to your servers, it's like a cliche. You don't get that type of common courtesy like the inside looks.
right.
Yeah.
Right, especially with, like I said,
Well,
especially with
I'm
price.
sorry you had a bad experience. That's a bad experience. What the hell? I will say this though: Fleming's is better than Ruth Chris all day long. I'll just admit that. Fleming's? Oh yes. Oh, Fleming's is amazing.
I do love Fleming's.
Fleming's is
okay.
amazing.
We don't
and
have
you
that
will
down
have
here.
the
We don't have
best
it. I never heard of it
customer
either.
service at Fleming's. I promise you. Fleming's is amazing.
I love good customer service. As a matter of fact, today I am writing a letter to Bed Bath and Body Works.
Bed Bath and Beyond.
Because
No,
they
Bed
had
Bath and Beyond is gone.
Sorry?
Oh, is it gone?
Bed Bath and Beyond closed out probably a couple of years ago.
That tells you how long it's been since I've been in
Bed
this
Bath
city.
and Beyond,
Oh.
they still have some. They still have some in New York.
Well, actually, so they went into chapter 11. They closed out, and then recently they've tried to bring back a couple of stores under the name, but it's not the same.
It's not the
Yeah.
same.
Gotcha.
Okay. But okay,
You're
so
talking about Bath and Body Works then.
also my Bath and Body Works. I went to because that was
Okay.
it was our birthday. It was me and Empress's birthday. Did you get your coupon from Bath and Body Works, Empress?
Oh, I probably
Yeah.
did.
Yeah, well, it's $10. They give you a free $10 item. So of course I went to the mall to get my free $10 item, but I went with my mom. And when I got there, because it's always a line, there's always so much going on over there. So I went, picked up my free. I tried to do it online, and she was confusing. So I said, let me just go there and they to tell me what is free, because I'm gonna get what's free. I'm not paying $1 extra. So I went up there. By the time I came back, my mom was sitting in a chair. And I asked her, and I was like, "Oh, you found yourself a chair?" She was like, "No, one of the salesperson asked me if I wanted a seat, so they found the metal chair and they had me sit." And I thought that was just great customer service. So I'm gonna write them a letter. And tell them her name is actually Adrian, just like me, was spelled the same way and everything. Just to appreciate the great customer service that I got. I think so many times we complain about our customer service that when we do see good customer service, I like to make sure that I give the recognition to their employees.
I do that too.
Do you do that too? It's an everything.
Yeah, no, I will be quick to like if somebody is really good, goes above beyond the standard service, I will be quick to ask, "Oh, who's your manager? Is your manager here? No, okay. Can I get their name?" And you see them tense up, and it's like, nope, it's a good thing. It's a good thing because I believe that people are really really quick to complain, but they rarely ever give kudos for the good service.
I believe that too. And there's people that do good things. There are people who do give good customers. There's people who like their jobs.
Yeah.
And I have done it. I've done it even like when when I was having a problem reporting something, right? And so here I was, I was emailing the mayor, right? And in my email, I said, you know what? I had a problem getting, what I needed from this person. However, these people, and I gave their names, they went above and beyond. Here's what they did for me, da 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 da. Like, so I'm really, really big about, when people go above and beyond, I like to call it out because You
Right.
know,
Because I am gonna come talk about the website being difficult with this coupon they're giving us. When I got there, it's like which I don't understand. Some places do that. They give you the phone number, you get the text message, whatever. But for some reason, the coupon's not linked to the fucking phone number. Why not? So I can't. So they have all these rules for this on the website because it has to be $9.95, but you can't be on a sale and all this other stuff. I get there, they're like, pull up the coupon. Now I got the internet never works in the fucking mall, so now you got to sit there, which is another good customer service because at least the lady in the cash register stuff was patient enough for me to have to sit there and go through my email, sign into the website, change my password because of course I don't remember my password. So she was I am gonna give kudos to my customer service, but as far as like that whole coupon policy, I'm gonna definitely give them my 2 cents about that too.
Well, you know what, and that's like coming from the food industry too. I appreciate people like Empress. Like for an example, I love it when customers too, once they become regulars. I love it when they know how to go sit in that person's area because they know they're gonna get good service. Or I had a husband and wife. So when I worked at McAllister's. Oh, where's Cherry working at today? So we want her as our server. Which section is her? And that makes my day to hear that because I know they know, and they would always ask me about my day. You see what I'm saying? Like, oh, you are here today. We've been looking for you. I love hearing that. It makes my day.
It really does.
As someone who loves good customer service, especially in the food industry, I will never, if I get a good waiter or waitress or a customer service, somebody who does a great service, great food, whatever, I will never use anybody else. I just can't. It's literally like impossible, I have to use that same person. I had the Waffle House, and I know it's the Waffle House, but this is the Waffle House. Who's going to deny the Waffle House, right? I always went at the same time when another certain lady always worked. She was one of the best ladies that she had the greatest attitude, the greatest everything, and that's what I wanted to deal with every time. And I always made sure I tipped her well, and I always made sure those things. And I always made sure the manager knew how well she was doing. The district manager came in one time, and I got to sit down with the district manager about her and things like that. Eventually, she got to be able to run her own the Waffle House. She's now was a store manager when I moved away. Literally, she took over the whole store, so it was like perfect. But you have to use the same person because once you get that good service, it has to be that way.
You know what, Charles? You just made me remember a time when I worked, and I didn't even know it. Okay, when I was a server at Waffle House. Now, mind you, I admitted it, and so we was jam packed. I'm saying the other person that was supposed to work second shift with me had called in, and everybody else had left, so it was just me and the cook. And I even I corrected my mistake. You know what I'm saying? Like I told the gentleman, that's on me. If you give me a minute to, to talk to my cook, he'll refire it. You know what I'm saying? I paid for it out of my pocket. When this man, okay, and I never knew that one of my customers was a chef. Like exactly, he had always sat in the back of our store, but he was never in uniform. You know what I'm saying? He was never in his cruiser. Never knew this until this man looks at me and says, you know what? I ought to come across this counter and smack the shit out of you. That man politely got up from his table. He said, one thing you're not going to do. He said, I watched that young lady and she fixed the problem for you. Do you not see her situation right now? That young lady is literally trying to take care of everybody who is seated and at this counter. He said, if you threaten her one more time, I would. And he looked at, man, who the fuck are you? And when he pulled out his badge, it instantly, but he said I never knew, I always served him his coffee. He was always, but I never expected that man to get up out of his chair. Like in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, come across this counter. Don't you see this big old flat back here? Oh, you gonna be somebody cooked today. And I didn't have to. I didn't have to open my mouth. I didn't have to argue with him. That man got up out of his chair. And it was just like, oh,
yeah. I've done that before.
But now, if it wasn't for that, but see, and it's like nowadays, I call it brawler house. Because nowadays, you can just go in there and literally jump behind the counter and fight whoever you want.
Well, I don't know about that. Not back in my day, anyway. Back and I had done that before. Dealt with people who have been disrespecting me. And I'm sure a lot of us have done that. Where if you're disrespectful to a waitress or a waiter and you're an asshole, I'm going to step up to my table and I'm going to walk over to your table and say, hey, quit being an asshole. Because they can't say it, but I can because I'm a customer. And I'm going to tell you straight up, you're being an asshole. Now quit it.
I
You
love
know,
it. Then you have to have
Exactly.
that
They better
attitude.
be happy they started putting cameras in restaurants and stuff. Cause hey, you right. If you mess up, hey, if you mess your server off, hey, we could do some treacherous stuff to your food. So like, they better be happy they put cameras in restaurants, man.
oh my gosh. Even though you still see the videos of some of the stuff, even with the cameras.
Right. Look, we ain't trying to get caught on camera, but look, we thought about it. We just didn't act upon it.
I apologize.
Okay, and I
I
want to address.
Juicy, I
Go
came.
ahead.
Hey y'all, good morning. Juicy, I
Hey.
just came to tell you, girl, I quit working at the Waffle House because I got robbed and they shot a bullet between my legs and it hit the
Ooh.
ceiling. They came in to ROB, the Waffle House, right? And I was getting off at 3 in the morning because I only work part time. And I was on the phone calling my ride. I guess when they walked in the door, they thought I was calling the popos.
Police.
So
Yeah.
they pointed the GUN at me in my face
Oh
and
my
told
goodness,
me to
Mama
give them the
Honey.
money. And so I opened the register and gave them the whole tray.
I don't blame
So
you.
the reason I gave him the tray, because you know they can get fingerprints off the tray, right? So I just picked the
Mm-hmm.
whole tray up and threw it there. I ain't picked the money up and give it to him. I picked the tray up and gave it to him. So that way, when they throw the tray, they can go find them, and they ain't got to worry about me identifying nobody. So anyway,
Exactly.
I gave him the tray. They still had it in my face, right? And he
Oh
was
my
like, I
gosh.
said, I was on the phone, right? I didn't hear him the first time when he said, "Give me the money." He shot. And I looked up, I was like, wait a minute. And he said, I said, give me the money. I didn't hear him the first time, so he shot at me. And the bullet went
Hmm.
between my feet and it hit it was a rubber mat on the floor. It popped up off the rubber mat and hit the ceiling because he had a little 25, so it ricocheted to the
Yeah.
ceiling and it didn't hit me. But he was at point blank range in my face when he shot it.
Oh
When I tell
my
you there
goodness.
wasn't nobody but God, it wasn't nobody
Amen.
but God. But I quit.
Amen.
I
I
don't
ain't worried
blame
about
you.
Amen. Good morning,
Now,
Sky.
now, now you want to know what made me quit
yeah.
Mama Money was during the pandemic. They literally had down here, I don't know how they did the Waffle House anywhere
Working.
else, but when it came to the to go orders, like you said, they literally had us standing outside with our money on us, walking to
Mm-hmm.
people's cars to give them and I told them that is so unsafe. Why do y'all have us doing this? At the most, let them come
Essential
inside
worker.
you know what I'm saying? At the most, let them come inside the entryway and we hand them their food. That no. We can't do it that way. Once the lobby is closed, y'all have to be outside and oh no, yeah, I feel like y'all set me up to be robbed. I got to go. And two, my manager, it was a real bad snowstorm here. He literally, it was the day after Christmas. No, it was Christmas Day. He literally, and I live on a hill now, so with a Mustang. It's not meant to be drove in no snow. He literally pulled his truck up the hill, came and got me, but when it was time for me to get off, he wasn't around to get me back home. Like they didn't care how I got back home as
Right.
long as I got there to work.
Was it a man? Was it a man?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
The leader, the protectors. Can
And
I
that's
just address
exactly look because
something,
he like
please?
when I sent him the text message of how much snow was on this hill. Guess what he told
Okay.
me? No, guess what he told me? Oh, don't worry about that. I know my truck can make it up that hill. You're still coming into work. I said, okay, but then how am I gonna get home? Oh, I'll take you home. Turn around, looked up 2 hours before it was time for me to clock out. Where'd Tim go? Oh, Tim done clocked out and went home. Are you serious?
That wasn't his job.
And so when I text him like, hey, boss,
Oh,
no,
I
and that's what I'm
can't
saying.
believe you have
I
the
text
nerve to sit there. Okay, it wasn't his job to take you home, Juicy. I get it.
no,
We
it
just
wasn't even
not
like I said.
decent people anymore, I guess. To me, that's just decent, right?
I text him after, like, once I realized they told me he was gone. I'm like, hey, boss man, what about my ride home? Oh, well, I had to hurry up and get the Farragut before the snow came down even more. What?
Then why offer then, right? To me, it's like, then
Actually,
why would you even offer?
Actually, it was.
Right.
If I can point something out really quick, actually, it was his job because he was the one who pointed out that I can get it, come up there and I will get you.
Thank
I will make
you.
sure to get you home. So when he made that
Integrity.
promise, It now became his
Quality,
job to get you
integrity.
home. So it was his job. So
And exactly, thank you. And that's what I'm saying. He didn't even come to me like, "Hey, I'm about to leave now. Are you okay with the hours that you made? I'll take you back home. Since how I'm leaving early." He never said nothing. I had to ask another coworker, "Where did he go?"
Oh no, I don't like
that's
that.
bullshit. That's not okay.
First off,
That isn't okay. Only these very
I would have got
men
his ass because I wouldn't have went no work. He wouldn't have came and got me. When he told me he would come to get me, I'd have told him to kick motherfucking rocks, find somebody else to work. Then let's see what you do then.
Well, no, I actually believed him because I have had managers do that before. You know what I'm saying? Offer me a ride home.
As a manager, he should have known the rules and company policy and not say anything in the first fucking place.
So as a manager, he was gonna have to work that damn shift. That's why he came and got you. So that's why I wouldn't have went. I would have left his ass there. He would have worked that shit, and then let's see what you do there. Probably you wouldn't have went home then.
Lesson
Well,
learned.
that's why I say, look,
safely, and I wouldn't have went
see,
to
I'm
work.
saying I was there Christmas
Is
Day.
that the reason why you quit?
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying exactly because my birthday was the next day. I was scheduled to work. I was a no call, no show. I didn't even like when he called me and blew up my phone on my birthday. It was like, nope. First of all, I had already.
Please address Mr. Santiago. Please.
Ay, Dios mío, I'm going on.
Please, are you ready to talk, Mr. Santiago? Because all you doing is sitting here fantasizing with him in your fucking mind.
Hell no, Adrian, I'm not addressing that
tell me what a fucking woman is supposed to be. And I'm mad masculine. I'm masculine like a motherfucking stud. I'm masculine. I know fuck you, man. So
Adrian,
it don't even matter because all you want
Adrian, Alameen is one of the motherfucking clowns I got blocked. I only got 3 blocks. Out of 10,000 people, I only got 3 blocked, and Alameen is one of the fucking clowns. So I can't talk to him.
So,
I've had him blocked
Adrian,
for the
first
longest.
off, can we point out you're not masculine. You are choosing to be who you are.
I know, but I don't see why they call me masculine, but they want me to get up and they want to talk about my pictures. You know what I'm saying? But I'm masculine. So how can I be masculine, but you want to see my body? Do you like men? Is that what it is, Mr. Santiago? Do you like a masculine a woman because you like men? Is that what it is? It must be that. I bet you he married too on top of that, Charles. I guarantee he's married. Guarantee it. Miserably married. Oh, thank you for Empress. Nobody can hear you. Nobody here because you don't want to be heard. You just want to look.
Like I was saying, though, no, I should be married. I should, but I'm too old not to be married. To keep it a buck with you.
What does that mean? You're too old to be married. There's an age
No.
limit?
I mean, I should be, but I'm not right now.
Okay,
But
have you
no,
ever been married before?
no, I ain't never been married.
I ain't
But
never been married.
Hey, Santiago, did you
But
forget
I'm gonna ask Shorty though.
Santiago,
Mama.
did you forget to grab the bass in your voice when you rolled out of bed this morning?
All right, like I was saying, the Shorty though. I mean, I just be looking for some good customer service in the morning.
Who's Shorty?
Yo, this guy is.
I mean, this is where I come from. I love that demeanor.
That's why your motherfucking ass is blocked. Don't call me no motherfucking shorty. Don't call my goddamn name. Don't talk to me. Talk to everybody else in the motherfucking panel. You got 5 more, 6 more people to talk to. You ain't even gotta talk to me. Talk to them.
Oh, I've had him blocked for the longest. So
you know him?
I blocked him a long time ago. But
Yes, you all been in your life. This is where I blocked him at over here. I know I blocked his ass over here. Your life, he ain't never came to mine.
But where's the bass? Where's the bass?
He ain't got none. Because he's feminine. Because he likes masculine women.
I do.
One thing I will mention really quick is I'm assuming he's probably a younger gentleman, so
I love toxic women.
I know.
Hold on.
The hell, that's all we have.
They're not toxic. First off, they're not. These women are not toxic. I promise you, they're far from toxic.
You want toxic? I can give you toxic. Bitch, send me a cash out. That's all I fucking want. Send me a cash out, bitch. Send me a cash out, then.
But one thing I will say this, and I'm assuming you're probably a younger gentleman, so let's address it this way. At the end of the day, remember that they have names, and her name is Adrian.
I don't care.
Charles, I don't need that. Charles, I don't need protection. But thank you. I appreciate it. We all toxic as hell up in this motherfucker. You absolutely fucking right. We could get real fucking toxic. So it's okay. I like this
Yeah.
shit.
I like your frames too. You
I
got
know
the,
you
you
Yeah.
always had the
keep
nice
on
frames.
telling me what my physical attributes are, but when you talk
No,
about a
I'm talking
woman
about your
or a
glasses.
wife or a female,
And I love
I
the
don't have any of
curly
those
black hair too.
characteristics. So
He was
you
a
really
child.
don't give a shit at all. You just want this, a pretty face. That's it.
I mean, nah.
No,
I'm gonna say
no,
that.
because I'm talking a hell of a lot of shit to you. Honestly, if I was a dude, I wouldn't want me. I really wouldn't. Like this toxic bitch, I'm really staying far away from her.
I
But
mean,
yet
it
you
depends
still
though.
here.
Like y'all the most humbleness though. Like you're like, yo,
Who's
you
y'all? Who's
carry it.
y'all? What do you mean? Hold on. Who's y'all the most humblest? Who's y'all? Wait, who's y'all? And who's the
Cause
most humble?
you're the most passionate, for real,
Who?
for real.
Who? Who? Women?
Yo,
Women?
that's not
Women?
making no sense.
Damn.
Women?
Oh no, I'm
Women?
biting my
Oh,
no.
women or me?
One. Wait, hold on.
Ooh.
I need you to go get a fucking dictionary because you are just using words and don't know what the fuck they mean. And the way that you are trying to tie them together tells us that you don't know what the fuck they mean.
You know
Word,
he
word,
fucking man. You know he
word.
fucking man. And I want him to say that shit with his fucking chest out, Mr.
No, my
Psycho.
first problem. No, wait,
He don't
no,
need no
no.
grown
Let's
woman.
back up. No, let's back up to his original comments though before he got up here. Remember, Chris, wasn't he trying to come for me being a tomboy? But now he here talking about he like toxic women.
Yeah, he toxic. He got
So I'm
issues.
saying, but like, are we
He need a
peeping the
psychiatrist.
backpedaling now? Because remember, I've been sitting up
Mental
here
health. We
waiting
said we
for
talk
him to
about
come
that
for me.
soon.
Like he had
Mental
so much to
health.
say about women being tomboys and too
Hmm.
masculine earlier. I'm still waiting for him to come for me.
We
That's what
looking at
I'm
it.
waiting on.
Okay, well let's see, because he can't even properly groom himself in the fucking morning, let alone see that.
Yo, Run DMC, go ahead.
Run DMC. I don't know what that is. That is
Know
that
what
is that
that
the, is
is?
that the Gotham that you talking about, Chris?
I get that. That's that Philly Gotham.
Look, no. Let him speak. Look, I'm ready for him to come and tell me how my look. I'm ready for him to come and tell me how my daddy hurt me. That's why I work on cars.
I love it.
Hmm.
That's what I'm waiting on. How did my daddy hurt me for teaching me how to work on cars, sir?
Good morning.
That's what
Some
I'm saying.
people
Yeah,
just don't know
you
what
were
they be
so
talking
ready to get
about.
on women that know how to fix cars, and I'm here, I'm loaded, and I'm ready.
It's
Let's
a
go.
TikTok handbook. It's a TikTok handbook that these men who are miserable in their marriages, one, or haven't seen a piece of some punani in a very fucking long time. Either the mama hurt them or some girl back in 1996 hurt them, and they can't fucking move on from it. And that means all women are toxic, all women are masculine. Oh, it's like red pill shit. It's like a TikTok can't. Instead of just going outside and being around people and having conversations with people and
I
really
know the
learning about
difference.
women. Go ahead.
I know the difference between a toxic woman and that's a real person that's really biased. You can be toxic because I'm toxic myself, but I'm not never biased.
What's bias?
You host, you are really genuine.
Hmm.
Okay, so okay. I don't
I
know about
believe he's
the
also the one earlier in the
But
comments who
I'm about
said
to
that
go
I
in
was
this
like a
zone,
woman.
you know.
I talked about how I dealt with my kids.
This is a roller coaster.
He don't know. He don't know because he doesn't hasn't been around. He has no real experiences. He has no real experiences at all. He doesn't. He be on the internet, obviously. Mama Money and Empress already blocked his ass. They seen him around doing the same shit to
Yeah.
was it what is that word? Is it visualize? What's that word? It's like fantasize. I don't know what's that.
Eye
I don't
candy.
know. Oh, I'm sorry. Say it again.
It's called eye candy.
No.
Fetishization.
Fetishize. Yeah.
Thank you. I know my smart,
You
intelligent,
said eye
beautiful
candy.
woman know how to use the right words properly. Thank
He said
you.
eye candy.
Eye candy.
The fuck
That's what we be here for.
wrong
We
with
always
this
like
guy?
eye candy. We can't have conversations. We can't
Nah.
have opinions. We can't because if we do, then we're masculine and we're tomboyish. We just here for the visualization, the fantasy, because I really would like to know what he was talking about when he was talking about what did he say, y'all?
He haven't got a sense
Look,
since he
in what
walked to the
part?
bus
Because
stop.
he had a lot to say in the comment. Well, which part? Pick one.
Because he ain't got no explanation. Something that he just heard. He just
Now he's
heard.
starting to act like Arizona.
Well, that's why I was saying. I think he was the one earlier who said that I was like a woman in the comments when I was talking about how I dealt with my kids.
That's what I said. Pick
Raising your
one.
kids? Like, come on. Like, because you're raising your
The
kids.
one who said that.
I'm
He
sorry.
said what? Because he was raising his kids, he was what?
Yeah.
A woman?
Yeah, he said I was womanlike because I have structure for my children, and I sit my children down and talk about my
That's
talk
you
to
know
my children.
that's something that he didn't have.
But no, the thing about it is though, Chris, Charles is a single father, so it's almost like he made that comment as if he was the single mom.
Right.
Mhm.
So he was belittling him as a man because he's doing that by himself as if a woman has done it.
Right.
Like Arizona missed the part where Charles said his wife was gone.
But he don't care because all he want to do is
Yeah.
fantasize and look. Because even we're having such great conversation about everything, and all he's doing in the comments is talking about me and my picture with Never Five. All he's doing is talking about he wanted me to get up. All he cared about is that.
Yeah,
This
it's goofy.
is very fucking goofy. It's very fucking childish. But that's why he ain't got no woman. He ain't never gonna get married.
Got away with Arizona, and then this popped up.
I mean, it happens all the time. It happens a lot.
Exactly. He came up here to be Arizona's cheerleader.
Right. Because they always got to co-sign for each other too, which is kind of always weird. They always got to like verify what they say. Yeah, high five. You see fucking Lower in the comments. Yeah, high five. He's the king of red pill. So they do that. They always got to like boost each other up, hype each other up, give them confidence, I guess. Confidence. But anyway, I gotta go to work. Did everybody answer? No, my money. Empress
One
did.
thing,
Okay, Charles.
if I'm just going to throw one thing out there real quick for him. At the end of the day, build your confidence on yourself. Don't build your confidence on everybody else and their opinions.
That's a
Because
good
at the end of the day,
man.
once you build your confidence on yourself and your own abilities and what you can do as a human being, not so much as a man or a woman, as a human being,
Right.
then you'll be able to handle whatever anybody has to say, just like, well, you're hearing right here. Their confidence is built on themselves and not on other people.
Right, and
You
that's
know?
what talking to your children instills in them from younger, right?
Yep.
And then to piggyback on that too, is it's like even if it was a woman that promised Juicy for a ride home, she still should have gotten that ride home. It didn't matter the fucking gender. I think we put labels on men. A man is supposed to be protective and It didn't even matter that he was a man. Anybody, period. I think we need to stop thinking of each other as these gender roles and just as a person. And can we just treat each other like other people? Like we're just other people, human beings.
But wait, before we start treating everybody like good people,
Not good people. I didn't say good people. I said like people.
like people. Okay. But I feel inspired now.
Okay.
I'm inspired this morning.
Why? Did you do your research?
Wait. Well, you know how I roll. So I want to ask a poll of the panel. Maybe you can put me in the big box. Because I have a question. Let's see.
And I'm saying after Empress, because of what Adrian just said, I do have an incident where a female manager did me the same way.
Let's see. Oh, it's a little bit too big, huh?
I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. Oh, they do look alike.
I need to know.
Mushmouth. That's the name, Mushmouth.
Wait. I should have shrunk it down a little bit more. But
but all you gotta see is the neck, and you already know.
Who wore it best?
Mushmouth, hands down, he won it.
Eat my
Well, you know what? That's what I'm saying. Look, it's ironic how spot on she is because that's what it sounded like when he was talking. Like he couldn't get his words together.
Yo.
He sounded like Mushmouth. That's why I was like, I didn't even have to see the whole picture. Once I seen the scarf, oh, that's Mushmouth.
Look, and he ran off.
Yeah, you got
I
off.
already
You got
knew
off.
Empress had a gift.
Crazy.
So you know how Empress are. You know how I have such amazing women friends. I really do have I have amazing men friends as well. I'm glad you was able to hang out with us, Charles. Okay, I do gotta go. Before we leave, can you guys, Empress and Juicy, I don't go back to you. Do you have a routine that somebody, and I know you've been here for a while, so I explained it long enough. Do you have a routine in your life that some people might feel is kind of like quirky?
Yep.
What?
Cutting people off and keeping my peace.
You just say that, cutting people off.
Yeah, keeping my peace. I do that on a regular. People think it's so like you can't cut people off. Like, yes, I can.
Why? Why I need them around me? I love that. Go ahead, Empress.
my routine that some people have complained about at times is I will decide on the spot that I don't have the spoons for this, and fuck this. If it doesn't have to be done today, it's gonna have to wait, because that is how we take care of ourselves long term. We got to recognize what we don't. You don't necessarily have the. They're the things that you have to get done on a particular day, and there's some shit you don't. And
Right.
sometimes you don't have the spoons for it, and you need to keep that energy to heal yourself so you have the spoons for it another day.
I love that. I definitely love that. And I was think, oh, and I get it, because I think that's a lesson that I had to learn for myself. Like, it's okay to do nothing. I was so used to going that, to me, when I'm not doing anything, I'm like, what's wrong with me? Well, I can't just sit, like, why? I got something to do. I need something to do. Like, I needed something to do. So to make that conscious decision is amazing. So I love that. My money. Man, I know my money got fucking routines up her fucking line. I know she got like this, you could tell she's structured. I think that's part of being a parent. We have to learn how to be structured. But do you have anything that you think, like, so me was my clothes, right? So when I clean my clothes, I put them in the back of the closet, and I always, when I get dressed in the morning, even my pajamas, I always pick the first thing that's in line, right? So then, and after I wear it, I wash it, I put it to the back of the closet. So I make sure I'm always rotating my clothes. It's a thing, it's a habit. I can't help it. But people are like, damn, it's not that serious. When I make a decision, like, I'm horrible making decisions. I go on a menu, and I will count like the 12th item, and I will order the 12th item. It's weird. I don't know why, but I do that. So, Mom Money, do you have any kind of routines that's kind of like...
That's OCD.
Shut up.
So yeah, I guess my routine that's kind of weird to some people would be my the fact that I'm unbothered by every damn thing, and I normally will say fuck it in a minute, and I'm very direct with everything, no matter who you are or what it is. I really don't care about how you feel afterwards. We're gonna get it out the way. We're not gonna delay it. We ain't gonna sugarcoat it and make it good now, bad later. We're gonna make it bad all right now. Get this shit now. Don't wait on it. That's it.
Ain't nothing wrong with that either.
So people think that's weird, I believe, sometimes, because they look at me
It's like,
crazy
look, that's
as
why I
hell.
love you.
They like, she ain't got no feelings, no emotions, but really and truly, that's what you need. You don't need people sugarcoating stuff and faking the funk. You need somebody like me, because I'm going to give it to you where you can
Yeah,
face
so.
it right now.
But
and
what
get
you
through
say,
it.
Mama Money, you ain't got time. You don't work for Willy Wonka. You ain't got time to sugarcoat nothing.
Child. And I ain't finna be worried about stuff I can't change and nothing that I can't do, baby. I'm just going to keep it pushing and do what I can.
At this grown ass age, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like we don't need nothing in this world except to breathe. Except to breathe.
Yep.
That's the only thing we need. So I don't need your friendship. There's billions of people. If I'm not for you, guess what? There's another person that is. There's billions of people out here. You don't have to be everybody's friend. All right, well, I'm gonna let this live go. Everybody, thank you so much for joining in, for tapping screens, joining the heart me, for the gifts, for just your wonderful information. I am so grateful that I have such a great tribe here on TikTok. I don't know if you heard earlier, me and my friend Neverfied, I met her on this app 3-4 years ago. Me and Empress I met her first, and then Empress met afterwards, and we have been tight ever since, and we got to hang out yes, on Thursday, on Saturday, I don't even know what day it is. And on Saturday, we had a great fucking time. She drove 2 hours, I drove 2 hours, and we had a great time. I have met such an amazing tribe, a group of women on this fucking app. And I'm just so grateful for that. I like to give positive energy. You know, we get some bad, but we're people, everybody's people. And I like to treat everybody decently. You guys have a great day on purpose. Happy Monday. Get into your routine, whether it's getting a cup of coffee when you wake up in the morning, cutting people out off that doesn't mean anything to you. Go ahead.
Do your squats.
No, fuck that. I'll go dancing. Can I just go there? Can I just have some sex? Can I just have the real shit? I want to be backing it up for real. That's the reason.
That's the word.
For real.
Have a great day, everybody.
But Empress, right, you gotta do your squats. That make your booty sit up where they can put a cup on it.
I don't got an ass like Empress. Sometimes it's just inherited. Empress's ass is just inherited. That's why that lady at the store just wanted to grab on it.
It's okay. You can go lay down on the table with me. We'll make it look
lost some of
big.
it
Oh,
with
you stupid.
the weight loss, so now I gotta reshape it.
I'm
You
sorry,
know,
say that again, Chris.
I said I lost some of it with the weight loss, so I
You
gotta.
did. No, you absolutely did. Because you know what it is? You had just like me. You know what I'm saying? You had a lot of hips. And when you lost your weight, you lost your hips. And that's why your ass look even bigger.
I still got some.
I know you still got some ass. I know, I see it. And listen, and even in person, a stranger wanted to grab it. So I get it. Even that stupid guy even said something in the comments about ass grabbing and shit like that. Did you see that stupid shit, Empress?
No, I didn't see it.
Yeah, he said something when we were talking about your ass and
Yeah, it was
about
that was Mushmouth.
yeah, what is a mushmouth?
Mushmouth. Yeah, nah, Mushmouth did say that. Mushmouth was
He
like
said women
straight
can't
up.
control themselves and touching ass or some shit like that. He said something stupid.
Maybe I didn't see it because I tend to
Oh,
ignore.
he was in the fucking chat just talking a lot of shit.
Yeah,
But
that
when
was
he
Mushmouth.
I saw, but yes, I like that. Going forward, we should call him Mushmouth.
because he'll be back, Empress. He'll be back, just like the other dude. They'll both be back. They like again.
And just know, Mushmouth, every time you come back, I'm gonna have that picture waiting for you.
Keep it in
I'm
the
not
gallery.
talking to him until he send a cash out. My cash app is in my bio. Go look for it. Oh, I got you blocked. You can't even look.
I'm not gonna talk to him. I'm just gonna ask the who wore it best, and then make him cam up. Because he's gonna want to say, no, that's not how I look. That's not how I look. And then I'm gonna ask him to cam up.
Yeah.
Just make sure you just minimize that picture down a little bit more.
Oh yeah. I got time to play around with it now. I was trying to rush. Because she said she was getting off, so I was trying to make sure I squeezed it in.
Everybody have a great day and an amazing
day to everybody.
Thank you so much, Mama May, like always, moderating, being amazing.
Thank you, Charles.
With the 25 views.
Thank you so much. Chris, thank you for hanging out with me. I'm finally happy that you came on my live and had a conversation with me. I appreciate it so that you could get to know a little bit more about me. And not
More
what
than
you
welcome, love.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Chris, have a happy early birthday and save your colon. Don't do it wrong.
You had a lot of suggestions, Chris. I hope you was paying attention because a lot of people were giving
I'm pretty
you
sure that's not going to be our last time before my birthday comes up.
100% advocacy for your colon.
Oh, I got a question, y'all. I got a question, Empress.
Yes,
Empress,
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
is the Brick Oven a real Italian restaurant?
I haven't been to that one, so.
Well, I think it's supposed to be, but look it up, check it out for me. The Brick Oven, that's the one I went to.
If it's a brick oven, it's most likely a pizza place.
Yeah, that's not an Italian place.
Yeah, well,
oh, it ain't
it
Italian.
could be Italian, but it could if it's called the brick oven, though.
Yeah,
it could very well.
It sounds like a pizza.
That's what they say.
Yeah, it could. That sounds like an Italian restaurant, like it.
Like a bistro.
Yeah, I wouldn't think that has.
Okay.
You know how you know, Mama Money? Look at the cooks and the chefs. That's how you know.
Yeah, never trust a skinny chef. Amen to that.
Hey, Crystal.
Look who's in the back. Then you're gonna know if it's an Italian restaurant or not. That's what Chris is looking for.
You can't always say look at the chefs because I love my people, but we are able to put out some MAGA men. So and no matter what,
so you're trying to okay, I get it.
You know, sometimes you put out MAGA men.
Hey, Crystal.
No matter what we feed them, it's like they got a tapeworm. So. Yeah.
So anyway, let me go. You see how y'all having me sitting here talking for hours and hours and hours? I be here since I got on like 4 o'clock this morning. That was 4 hours. That's enough time. My brain starts to melt. All right, so I love you guys. Have a great day on purpose.
You too. Have a great day.
Tomorrow morning. Sorry,
I said love you too. Have a great day.
I love you too. All right, see you guys later.
Have a fabulous day.
Thank you. Thank you, my Valentine. Bye, Charles. Bye, Chris. Bye, everybody. Bye, Queens. Queens, we're going to have that discussion. You got to wake up early, all right? Because I want to know. I heard a lot of things today about that movie, Sinners, that we probably didn't think about. So we're going to have that discussion again. Charles, go see that movie. And anybody else, go see that movie. Because I really want to have that discussion about it. Because I heard a lot of different points earlier this morning about that movie that I didn't think about. I'm pretty sure you didn't think about it either. So I love you guys. You guys have a great day on purpose. And be safe in these TikTok streets.
Have a good one. Take care.
Thank you, Charles. Bye.